Yo, what's happening, y'all? This is B Jizzle of the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Welcome to the number one LA Clipper podcast out there. We want to first give you guys a shout out, LA Clipper fan, LA Clipper Nations, for being here. Share this podcast with your family and friends. They will not be disappointed, but let's get it popping.
Pull up in motorcades. I got a show today. It's all I'm trying to do. Hustle and motivate. Choppers a throwaway. Hustle the overweight. That's why they follow me, They think I know the way. Cause I took control of things. Ballin' the solo way. And if you pattern my trend, I make you my protege. Flossing that soldier race. Niggas don't know them days. Take you in back of the buildings. Make you expose your rage. Take you across the tracks. Make you explode the face. Now you official now. But you got a soul to say. I just been cooking that new. I'm about to drop in the few. Think if I call it the great, the people gon' call it the truth. I ain't really trip on the credit. I just paid all of my dues. I just respected the game. Now my name all in the news. Tripping on all of my moves. Quote me on this, got a lot more to prove. Remember I came in this bitch, fresh out the county with nothing to lose.
Nothing. No. Wanna count on you, but I don't do this shit for nothing. No, not at all. Not at all. You, but my money ring, that you do. Oh, yeah. So I don't do this shit for nothing.
Rolling up some good, going up till we get faded. You know how we do it. Everybody take a flex on me. I got the keys to the city. I don't need no limousine. I turn up when I pull up and tell my booking agent book a show. Running around with the paper bag, running around with the paper bag. Going crazy spending all this cash. Going crazy spending all this cash. If I spend it, I'ma get it back. Even when I ride around dirty, a nigga don't need a seatbelt. A nigga don't need a seatbelt. Nah, it don't cost to keep it real. Run up, get done up. Shit can get real. Fuck around and get your ass rocked. Nigga, fuck around and take your shit. Got you asking God why. Drag your ass into an alley. Pull out aim for the target. Should've never been around the killers. In my town, we the fucking realest. No cheddar bars round here. I get the spray and they gon' get down. Ski mask over my face. Catch a body in broad day. Catch a body in broad day.
I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me. Y'all ain't got nothing like this over there. Bunch of frontline millionaires. Bunch of self-made after Trump paid. Guess the odds really took it there. Any problem, I'ma reappear. With a squad you already fear. All this time I've been playing fair. 7 digits every single year. Niggas die, niggas disappear. Alibis, I was really there. Life a crime till I get the chair. Columbine in my trigger hair. Still I rise and I took the stairs. Feel a fire, it's a different glare. All these fights, it was never fair. Busting knuckles, still I'm swinging fears. Taste the salt inside my dripping tears. You should know I never had a fear. You should know I never had a shot, never had a chance till I took it here. Man, it's proud, but I see it clear. Strategize, I'm an engineer. Pick a side, gotta keep it there. Switching up, nigga, looking weird. I got the key to the city. I got a hold of Shadiddy. Talk to that bitch in Swahili. Tattoo my name in graffiti. Whack out your hood in graffiti. Come through your hood on the weekly. None of y'all niggas can't see me. None of y'all niggas can't see me.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. I'm your host, Mr. BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe. All of our YouTube videos. Hit that like button. Y'all coming here. Hit the share, subscribe, hit that Cash App, $ BJ Matthews, $ BJ Matthews right there on the screen. If you guys enjoy the show and the content, make sure you guys donate to the Pull Up Basketball Podcast to all your family and friends. Also, as well, if you guys have not already, make sure you guys go to the super stickers and super comments that are available below. Hit that button that says thanks right below. If you guys have a comment you guys want to drop, if I do not see it in the chat, I will make sure to see that if you guys drop a super sticker or a super comment. And last but not least, get your membership badges that are available. We have 3 different options. The pull-up badge, the LA Clipper badge, and the interview badge. We have 3 different options for y'all. If you guys choose to be a part of the Pull-Up Basketball family, all the names right there on the bottom of the screen are membership badge holders. And like I said, make sure y'all come in and hit the like button. Like I said, do not be shy. But let's go into some of the comment section. Let's go into some of the people in the comments. My man Alan and G said, "Thanks for being professional. BJ instruct like the Clippers stars. Appreciate you, my guy Alan. It's over for. I want Clippers to lose so we can fire Ty Poole, get rid of Pat MVP and Westbrook, and surround Kawhi with younger players." Let's see. Game Moore, how you doing? Hey, pull up, how you doing? The one and only Bolt says, "I'm not gonna lie, as Clipper fans, the only way I see us having any hope is if Kawhi plays game 6 and 7 and gives the team a boost. I don't care if he's not healthy because things are about to be over. He just has to play now." Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about that in a minute. Clips Gang TV was good. He said no ducking. Oh, no ducking for sure. Shout out to my man Sean. He said only people who's been there at the beginning of the series allowed to come in. No front running trolls. Yeah, man. You know, I ain't gonna, like I said, I ain't really, I don't really pay my attention to trolls anyway. But you know, that is what it is. Salute to my guy BJ. What's good? What's good, Little Rock? How you doing? Let's see. So since your bitch ass want to keep playing with me, go ahead and get your ass out of here, Levon. Appreciate you. So TD says salute BJ. Clips in 7, but I wouldn't beat a better penny on it. Okay. Juan Romo said PJ Washington played great defense. Derrick Jones too. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Lewis said BJ explained to me where is the pride and passion on his team. We're gonna get into all that, man. Like I said, I want to first come out and say this, you know, since I'm out the comment section. As y'all can tell in my voice, I'm not really surprised. I had mentioned this earlier before last game 4. You know, I've been following this team for a few years now, and I understand tendencies, I understand different things, you know, patterns and behaviors and stuff like that. And as I've told y'all before in the past, a lot of these teams, you know, they follow their coach's mindset. They follow their coach's demeanor. They follow their coach's, you know what I'm saying, swagger. And under the tutelage of Ty Lue, I've noticed the behaviors of the Clippers. No matter what players they put in here, it seems to be a constant thing every single year when the season, playoffs, whatever may have you. You're going to take on the demeanor of your coach. If your coach is a no-nonsense coach, that means your team is going to be a no-nonsense team. If your players are, you know what I'm saying, if your coach is a high IQ coach, that means your team's going to be high IQ. If your team's, you know, if your coach is, you know what I'm saying, lackadaisical, means your team is going to be lackadaisical. So whatever your coach has is what your team will follow back in suit. So in saying that, I've been able to kind of get the idea of what the Clippers are, you know, game by game. A team that's ultra talented, a team that has, you know what I'm saying, great roster talent from top to bottom. Of course, Hall of Fame players, you know, things of that nature, you know, great two-way players, wing players. You know, outside of the power forward position, the Clippers have, you know, elite play from each, you know, position, the point guard, shooting guard, small forward, and the center. Each one of those positions, we have top 10 guys in each one of those positions. But with the positive comes the negatives. I know the IQ on this team is not the highest. You guys can see that not just last night, but also, you know what I'm saying, throughout the entire season. We don't have a high IQ of players offensively. As talented as we are, we also, you know what I'm saying, lack consistency. We lack the ability we turn that switch on. Like the same thing I tell y'all, we turn the switch on and we look like a super team, and then we turn it off. We look like, you know, last night we take our foot off the gas. And those are the things that I look at and I've noticed over the last few years as y'all come here and smash that like button. So I'm not at a position right now that I'm not even really surprised what happened last night. As crazy as that sounds. I'm not surprised that we lost because I think I told y'all last episode that game 5, we had the momentum. We had the, you know what I'm saying, the ball in our court. You know, so now the Clippers went into Dallas and won game 4, and they dominated from early standpoint. Paul George and James Harden, obviously, outdo Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. Didn't matter what they did, they could not stop our star players. James Harden and Paul George were just magnificent. It was pretty much set in stone. So I said, okay, we tie the series back, and then we go back to Game 5, and we will find a way, in my opinion, possibly to lose. And that's exactly what happened. Now, why do I say that? What is the reason why I come off like that? Well, it's because I saw the same thing 3 years ago. Dallas, they had us on the ropes for 2 straight games. We lost our first 2 games in LA, 4 or 5 seed again. People had us as the better team, and we somehow found a way to lose both games. And it was just basically off of, my opinion, more so scheming and allowing things to go farther than what they needed to go. But when they put the right adjustments in for games 3 and 4, I'm talking about Ty Lue, we blew Dallas out the wire, 20-point games each contest. So I'm thinking, okay, game 3 and 4, we got under control. We got the series back. Surely game 5 is going to be better because we basically make the adjustment we need to make, and we're the better team. We have the better players. Nope. They could turn around game 5 and lose that game at home. Same way they lost at home yesterday. So now you're going to Dallas, and now the momentum's back with Dallas. Well, they go back to Dallas, and they somehow pull out a Game 6 victory. And it was led by, of course, our big dog Kawhi Leonard, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, about his status and things of that nature. But Kawhi Leonard had 45 points in that Game 6, one of the best performances of that 2021 playoffs. And he saved our season. So it's the roller coaster we're going in. We win game 6, and we go back home for Game 7. And we end up beating the Dallas Mavericks in 7 games. Now, that series should have not won 7 games at all. But at that moment, I realized this team, they will, you count them out. If you give them the mantle and say, okay, I can, give it to them, they'll find a way to, make it harder when it needs to be. Same way, you don't count them out, or they'll basically surprise you. That's what they are. They like things done the hard way for whatever strange, freakish reason. They like things done the hard way. They can never just do things the easy way. Right? So, Game 5 didn't surprise me. What happened, honestly? Now they're on the brink of elimination for Game 6. So now Dallas has their momentum. They have their confidence back. Luka Doncic had a good game last night. He didn't have a superb game. He had a good game last night. If y'all watched the game, he basically, like I said, him and Kyrie Irving combined for 3 for 15 from the 3-point line. So you got to understand something. When you shoot that many jump shots, like 26 to 30 shots, you're bound to get over 25 to 30 points if you're actually somewhat of a great scorer, which Luka Doncic is a great scorer. So, he had a good bounce back game last night. So the Mavericks are going to be feeling good going back home. So now the pressure goes back to Dallas. Here's the thing. We got to talk about what happened last night and what took place, what we saw in front of our eyes. So I'm going to go ahead and put the screen on for, the coach. And I want y'all to hear what Ty Lue had to say last night. And, our 123-93 loss to the Dallas Mavericks. The Mavericks now lead the series 3-2. They take a 3-2 lead, and now the Clippers must respond or else their season will be over. So it's about a 3-4 minute, interview. I want y'all to kind of hear what Coach Ty Lue had to say, and then we'll be right back.
And, we had 3 gambles, gave up 8 points, so that kind of got them going, especially with Maxi Kleber making those 2 threes on some gambles. But like I said, overall, we just, we wasn't good on both sides of the basketball, and just had a bad game. And give them credit, they played well as well.
So how much did their defense concentrate on James and PG and take them out what they were doing?
A lot. They've been doing it for the series. So we understand the spacing we need to get to. We understand how we need to play. I thought we got into our stuff a little too slow at times, and then we just didn't attack the right way. So we got to be better for Game 6, in which we will be.
Ty, sometimes it's a make or miss league. You missed 26 3-pointers. Is that an off night? Were they doing something defensively to you guys?
I mean, we didn't shoot the ball well, but we didn't play well either. So it kind of goes hand in hand. We didn't do the right things. We didn't play the right style of basketball like we did in Dallas. And so we understand that, and we just got to be better.
Hey, Ty, guys obviously have to have a very short memory after this game. What's your message to them tonight to ensure that happens going into Game 6?
I don't have a message.
Ty, Harden was so good in this series up till tonight. What do you chalk tonight up to?
Being human. He's allowed to have a bad game. He didn't shoot the ball well. They try to get up and pressure him a little bit, which we didn't handle that like we had in the first 4 games. And so he just, he can play bad. It's possible. So he didn't play well. So I got to do a better job getting him in better situations and then get ready for Game 6, which I know he'll be better.
Ty, over the course of the game, obviously the missed shots, you've said before, when guys miss shots, you need them to stay locked in, not get frustrated, not drop their heads, because the defense will allow you to eventually come back. It seemed like that really wasn't the case. The defense got worse as the game went on. Like, what did you observe from that perspective, and how can that be better?
Just wasn't connected at times. We wasn't connected on the defensive end. And even to start the game, like I said, we had some gambles that cost us, but we just wasn't connected defensively. And so, we got to be better in that regard, especially against, a dynamic offensive team like this, and we got to be better.
Ty, what are you seeing with Russ and his struggles offensively?
Us not being able to get stops and let him get out in transition and attack early in transition, really hurts us. And so, but he's been good. Just keep attacking the basket, keep making the right play. And I got to do a better job of getting him in better situations. But if we're not getting stops when he's on the floor, then it's hard for him to be who he is.
See, just to follow up, I know obviously you lost the game and there's the points and everything, but Luke and Kyrie, especially Kyrie, not being able to get going from the 3-point line specifically, like, is there some level of just an accomplishment from the game plan perspective, just being able to limit them?
Yeah, I think, getting back and just try to keep Kyrie out of transition. I think our half-court defense against him has been pretty good, and so, the way he's been playing, he's been playing lights out. So we was looking for one of these games to happen, but we didn't, like I said, Cleaver having 15 points off the bench, 5 for 7 from 3. And then we knew, at some point Luke was going to have a Luka game, So, like I said, we're not going to hang our heads. You got to win 4 games. We go to Dallas Game 6 on Friday, and we'll be ready to go.
All right. So that concludes what Coach Ty Luke had to say after yesterday. As y'all come here, smash that like button. Hit the Cash App if you guys want to hit the Cash App, or hit the, whatchamacallit, the super sticker button if y'all want to give a chat out, because I cannot, read every single chat in there. But we have over 93 people. Let's go read likes over 93. So Coach Ty Lue came out and spoke about, what happened last night. And, for some of the questions came in turn of, what do they think happened? He said it was a mixture of, Dallas putting on what they did and also us not playing our game. And, in watching last night's game,
we had 3 gambles, gave up 8 points.
And it had a lot of different, things that were happening, right? So Dallas, if I look at their field goal percentage last night, they shot, I think, 50% from the field. Yeah, they shot 54% and they shot 35% from the 3. And we shot 37% from the field and 25% from the 2 or from the 3. So obviously night and day, the shooting percentages favored Dallas. I thought Dallas got better production from their role players as well. I thought Maxi Kleber, when he hit those 3 threes or 4 threes in the second quarter, I think that's what started to change the game over. Because if you guys watched that first quarter, it was pretty much back and forth. I was waiting for, the Clippers, PG and Harden and in company to, make their run at that moment. But when I saw that they weren't closing the door, I'm like, okay, it's the same thing I was saying at the beginning. The Clippers are refusing to close the door. They're leaving the door open. There's a number of reasons why. Number one, somebody had texted me. One of my employees from the Clippers texted me. He said, "What do you guys think the calculated role for the Clippers to win tonight?" And basically, kind of is just a continuation of what they did in Game 4, in Games 1 and 4. So what did they do in Games 1 and 4? Well, the first thing they did, they played from the inside out. They played with Ivica Zubac, giving him the ball, feeding him. Zubac shot 87% from the field last night. He had the highest field goal percentage in the game. He had 87%, 7 for 8. As y'all can see, they don't really have an answer for Zubac. So that notion, you should have more than 8 shots. The only person that did not shoot as many shots as him was Amir Coffey, who was 1 for 6. So I thought that was a big issue that you had all these guys, shooting more shots than, Zubac, Russ, Norm, what I'm saying, T-Man. I think T-Man was just getting more so, good quality shot. But there's no way in the world that Zubac should have 8 shots. So I feel like them not going to that early and going to that often throughout the game, hurts them, because when you have to keep shooting these threes and, have these stagnant offensive possessions and you start clanking and missing, you're pretty much leaving the door open instead of making the easier play, because all those opportunities they missed to give the ball to Zubac was opportunities for Dallas to, come in and start, making somewhat of a run. And that's exactly what they did. Max Kleber hit 4 threes in that second quarter, and it kind of gave them that lead at halftime. They had a 10-point lead. So that's one instant that the Clippers have, what I'm saying, they need to start feeding Zubac early and often. He asked about, what I'm saying, Russ. I'm going to talk about Russ in a minute. But Ty Lue said they're going to be ready for Game 6. Now, this is the thing about Ty Lue, and goes back to the coaching aspect again. Ty Lue, his makeup, his personality, he is a type of coach that, he is what they call a with the shit coach. He's with the shits coach, meaning that, he used to be a player. So a lot of these guys actually have that amount of respect for Ty Lue because of him as a player. Play with the Lakers, play with Kobe Bryant, play with the Wizards, play with Michael Jordan, coach LeBron James. Like, he has that type of, relationship with them. So it's almost like, they don't look to him as a coach. They look to him as like kind of like a contemporary, like a big brother type of, respect, all the, guys on the team. They don't look at him like as a Greg Popovich or an Eric Spoelstra or, Mike Brown, one of these older coaches, in their 50s and 60s, coaching a bunch of 25, 30-year-olds. They look at Ty Lue as like just like another, person to lock him, like another big brother. So with that being said, I think some of his relationships to some of these players and his loyalty to some of these guys have been infectious, not just this year, but throughout the past years, with Reggie Jackson, with Marcus Morris. He has a relationship with Russ, of course, as y'all can see. He has a relationship with Harden. But he's left out other guys like Terrence Mann or Robert Covington, Amir Coffey, guys like that, who, my personal opinion, should have been given more respect and more playing time too. And also Norman Powell. It's been a gift and a curse. So I've learned to understand that Ty Lue, what type of coach he is, he has his favorites. He has his guys that he rolls with no matter what. We've seen this time in, time out. As a person though, like, who he will be loyal to the people that he loves and truly respects. So, some people say Ty Lue ain't the coach for this team. I don't know. I've had, sometimes I've said Ty Lue needs to be fired, but on the same token, I've also had a little bit of sympathy, because I'm like, well, damn, how much can you keep asking from a guy who ain't got his best player? I mean, just to think of it, no other team in the NBA has to deal with this. No other team has to deal with their best player being out. No other team in the NBA has to deal with that amount of stress. Like, think about it. You go into a game not knowing that your best player ain't gonna be there. Yeah, we can talk about the X's and O's, like, because I think he does make some dumb bonehead decisions, especially even last night with the rotations and overplaying certain guys. But it starts with Kawhi, ends with Kawhi. That's what it is. Any other great team has their best player. That's who it starts and ends with. The Milwaukee Bucks they're about to be eliminated because they don't have no Giannis Antetokounmpo. Jimmy Butler, the Miami got eliminated because they ain't got Jimmy Butler. You know what I'm saying? The Knicks are struggling with, Philly because they don't have, Julius Randle. The Philadelphia team, without Joel Embiid. So without their best player, you're not going nowhere. This is something the Clippers have been doing for the last 3 postseasons. They're not even getting a chance to even go out there and compete. Right? And it's not even the fact that it's just, he's injured. It's the fact that when he gets injured. And that's kind of, in my opinion, what's saving Ty Lue's job. So, he said he'll have him ready for Game 6. We'll see. All I know is his job is going to be on the line. And, what I told y'all in the beginning of the series, I said Ty Lue is going to show himself in the playoffs. I did not know Kawhi Leonard would be out he would be out and then come back in and be out again. I did not know that. But I knew Ty Lue in the playoffs, what he does, and the adjustments that he makes. So we'll see what happens. And we'll go from there. But as y'all come in and smash that like button. But with that being said, I want to talk about a player that they mentioned, and that's Russell Westbrook. So Russ, last night, what did Russ do last night? Let me just look at what he had. Russ shot 2 for 11, 0 for 3 from the 3-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw, 5 rebounds. Russ has had a very, very tough series as far as scoring the ball and shooting the ball ever since Game 1. As y'all come here, smash that like button. I think they said he's like 4 for 30 something, 4 for 34, 4 for 36 in this series, something of that nature. He hasn't been great from the 3-point line. He hasn't been great from at the rim. He hasn't been great from the mirrors. He just hasn't been great all around. And people would look at that and be like, "Oh, Russ is terrible." But I look at it like, well, shit, you're putting Russ in a position where he's, basically with the Lakers, same thing. You got a dominant point guard in James Harden he's playing but next to, and you're putting Russ off the ball yet again, and you're expecting him to do, catch and shoot threes. And that's just not his game. The only time Russ is really effective off the ball is when he's, going for that alley-oop dunk with Harden, or he's, getting offensive rebounds, things of that nature, which he's been doing a pretty okay job doing. Is, test to his, shooting percentages, but he can only do so much off the ball when it comes to scoring. Now, everything else he's able to do, but in terms of scoring, it's just sitting him and just making him shoot the three or playing him in a way that he's not going to be effective. But I said defensively is where he's going to shine in this series. So when people talk about, well, Russ is shooting bad this, I don't really worry about his offense as much as what he does on defense. Right? So, I saw there was a play yesterday where Russ was so upset. Terrence Mann was trying to tell him something, I think in the second quarter, and Russ just smacked his hand down. That's how frustrated he is, basically trying to be a shooter from the 3-point line. He's not hitting the shots he wants to hit. So, we all know Russ is, very competitive, and he definitely plays harder than anybody on the court. Ty Lue said he needs to find better ways to, make him better in the offense. I just think it's more so Ty Lue has to make a decision about, if he thinks it's more so about how he uses them, then you better make that adjustment quick. But my whole thing was basically about his defense, and it wasn't even about really his offense. We don't need Russ to score 15, 20 points because we already have scores on the team as a collective unit. But when you start putting them in them 3-guard lineups like they did with Russ, Norman, Harden, and they're playing up against a bigger front court and back court with, the Mavericks, you're putting your players at a disadvantage. And that's just more so just basketball scheming. I mean, I know a lot of people who are casual fans won't understand that, but it's only so much he can do off the ball if you expect him just to sit out there and shoot threes. He's going to have those inefficient three-point nights because he's not a three-point shooter. He's never been known as a three-point shooter. And now that his athleticism, he still has athleticism as far as speed and stuff like that. But even his finishing has went down a little bit just off the fact that, you know, he's older now. He's 35. So if he can't find a way to put more things about Russ to make him more, you know, better, especially make him play up and down transition, then you have to cut him down his minutes because him playing next to Harden and Powell ain't helping him at all. You got three. It's the same thing with Reggie Jackson, Luke Kennard, and John Wall, that 3-guard lineup. That shit ain't going to work. That's when if y'all watch this series, that's when the leads has been starting. It's been going out in the first quarter. If y'all look at the majority of these games, first quarter, games with and without Kawhi, the Clippers have been basically either leading the Dallas Mavericks by a lot or it's been nip and tuck. It's that second and third quarter where the Mavericks start making these little runs when you have to sub guys in. So it's the same thing that y'all complained about before with, you know, Wall, Kennard, and Reggie Jackson. The same shit with Westbrook, Powell, and Harden. 3 undersized guards who 2 of them are, you know, not very good defenders. And y'all trying to pretty much max them out with, you know, a big and Mason Plumlee or whatever. That's not a good recipe. We've seen that before. So it's pretty much the same thing. So offensively, Russ has been not good. But I'm more so concerned about how he's used and what is he doing on defense. But you can tell that he's frustrated. As y'all come here, smash that like button. I'm gonna go to a few things. I'm gonna let y'all come in. I thought the Mavericks role players, Max Kleber and Daniel Gafford, and Lively were very, very good for the Mavericks. I thought Kleber is the guy that changed the game in that second quarter. I think he extended that lead to 10 points in that second quarter. And the thing about the Clippers, too, they have a bad habit on their transition defense. Simple, just calling out who you got on defense. You know, Clippers leave guys open on rotations and things of that nature. You ain't got to be the fastest team, but you do have to communicate and talk. So the fact that you're not doing that, and it's been something that it's just amount of just not being disciplined. Should not have to worry about. You should not be getting lost on defense. That's just not paying attention to detail. So that's something that's not they got to do. That's something they've been doing for a while now. So, but I thought Kleber and I thought Gafford and Lively came, you know, at the points they needed to come. I didn't even get to Kyrie and Luka. I thought Kyrie was average. He had 14 points last night, and I think he shot 5 for 14. He went 1 for 7 from 3. Kyrie didn't have a great offensive game at all. It's just the fact that the role players came and Luka Doncic got up enough shots that just went in. That's what happened yesterday. So those things, but I want to go to another interview right now. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up, and that's gonna be PG. Now I know we gotta talk about what happened with Paul George yesterday, and then we're gonna finish off with Harden. But I want y'all to hear what PG had to say yesterday, in terms of what happened and how he felt about the game. And we'll be back in about a few minutes, like 3-4 minutes. All right, here we go.
Take this game as a whole. You guys are 3-2 now, down in the series. How do you assess this and assess it going forward?
We weren't. It was just an uncharacteristic game, and we got to be better. We got to be better going into Game 6.
Was that defense doing anything different to slow you and James down tonight? And what was that from what you could see?
No, I mean I thought they played the same defense. I mean their defense all series has just been to load up and force us to make plays and forced to get the ball out of our hands. So they didn't do anything differently. I thought, I think to start, I could have done a better job of just making plays, taking what the defense gave me. There was a lot of opportunities for kickouts that I missed that I thought we could have took advantage of. But, I tried to score and be aggressive offensively to score more so than start out being aggressive offensively to create.
PG, to your left. How do you guys mentally push this to the back burner ahead of Friday's Game 6 to get ready for that one?
Easy. This is why it's a series. We got to prepare and get ready for the next one.
I asked right in front of you. I asked Zoo if you guys' failure to be efficient offensively dictate how you guys perform on the other end, because it seems like you guys a lot of straight line drive to the basket, a lot of corner threes. It's just you guys uncharacteristic.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was kind of referring to as the uncharacteristic mistakes that we made. That wasn't who we've been in this series, and that's not who we are. So we gotta be better, especially in this situation. A chance to go up 3-2, and not take advantage of that opportunity. But we've been here before, going to Dallas, being down 3-2. So we just it's got to be a win, and only mentality we have is to try to go get a win in Dallas.
PG, in the first half, you guys had 30 points in the paint. You're only down 10, and in the second half, you only ended up with 15. Zoo had 6 or 7 makes in the first half, only had 1 shot attempt in the second half. Was there something they did to keep you guys from doing that inside-out game that you were doing in the first half?
No, I'm not that I'm sure of. I got to watch the tape. It's kind of hard to replay it. But yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure why that was.
PG, on a similar note, on a night where you guys uncharacteristically missed 26 3-pointers and struggle offensively, was that fatigue? Was it something else? And I know you haven't looked at the film and respect that, but what do you point to there?
I just think we just got to do a better job of getting in rhythm, playing a little faster. I thought that was their counter tonight, was to play faster offensively, which got them in rhythm and got them in a better flow. But that's got to be our mentality going into Game 6, is just playing a little faster. I think a lot of those, 3-point shots were late in the shot clock, where there wasn't much rhythm or flow to those threes. So we just got to do a better job of getting in rhythm with playing a little up tempo, especially in the half court.
All right, so as y'all come in and smash that like button, we got 125 people. You should have over 125 likes in here. So first of all, happy birthday to PG, 34. He just turned 34 today. So happy birthday to PG, man. I want to talk about what PG did last night. So last night, PG had 15 points. What did he shoot? He shoot from the field. Shot 4 for 13, 2 for 6 from the 3, 5 for 6 from the free throw line. Had 11 rebounds, had 4 assists, and he had 3 turnovers. So let me tell you what happened with PG. Came out in Game 4, had a 33-point game performance, and last night had 15 points. PG's interesting, man. Somebody asked me about this. He said, do you think PG needs to be doing this podcast as the playoffs are going? I said, what you mean? He said, well, do you think that could be a distraction to him? And I said, nah, I think PG's one of the type of people that he needs to have interaction with other people to be at his best self. He has to be comfortable for him to play his best game. So I said, no, I don't think he needs to not do that at all. He said, okay. So I said yesterday going into game 5, of course, people know game 5 is usually the games that PG, goes crazy. You went out in 2021 with the Utah Jazz, went crazy. That same year with Phoenix Suns, he went crazy at 37. Yeah, I think 41 points. Going back to Indiana with the Pacers against the Heat, he had big games. So he's always been big in game 5s, right? OKC, against the Jazz, he had, I think, a 30-something point game. Like, he always goes crazy on game 5s, right? So everybody expecting him to go crazy yesterday. For the first time in his career, he didn't do that. So as I'm watching the start of the game, I'm noticing PG choosing to play make rather than look for a shot. He's looking to pass the ball to Amir Coffey, Terrence Mann, James Harden, Russ when Russ was in the game, Norm. He was looking to kick the ball out and be more of a playmaker than be a scorer. And at this point, with no Kawhi Leonard, of course, Paul George is our next option as far as scoring the basketball. So that was the first thing that he did wrong. He's looking to pass the ball. And it was the players that he knows ain't good outside shooters. See, people want to blame Russ so much, but you got to also look at the person, keep passing them the ball. Like, I was taught playing, if you know a person is not good at something or shooting the basketball, why am I passing the ball over and over? You're putting him in a position to look bad because that's not his strong suit. I saw PG do that a lot yesterday. He's looking to make the play instead of actually looking to, score the basketball, which is what he's there for, to be the two-way player. That's what they're paying you for, to be the scorer. If you're going to pass the ball, pass it to Zubac, if anybody, because he's the mismatch on the court all over the place. You know what I'm saying? But as far as PG takes his shots, elbow, mid-range, three-point shot, you take your shots. 13 shots for you is not enough shots. And I thought yesterday was more so him choosing to pass the ball. See, before I used to blame Harden throughout the season because I thought, Harden was keeping his game back, which I still think he does when Kawhi's on the court with him. But yesterday in particular, it was more so PG looking to pass the ball off and make for other players. Now, if they would have made their shots, it would be all fine. But if you see your teammates not making shots, and you should know that pretty early in the game, now it's your time to, start making your jumpers and start shooting the ball because nobody's going to say nothing to you because you are the person they look to score. The third quarter comes, he came more aggressive. He hit 3 straight baskets in a row, 2 threes, and he made, I think a jump shot. But you have to do what you did in game 4 that you need to do that you should have done yesterday. I thought that was the main problem with PG. I thought him not shooting enough shots and choosing to be more of a playmaker. That's not your job to play make. That's James Harden's job. So if you go out there and shoot 25 shots or 30 shots and chuck up like Luka, just imagine how many points you can have. But if you shoot 13 shots and you come out with 15 points and you come out the game in 9 minutes, people are going to say that you didn't come to play. When in reality, all you have to do is just shoot more shots. Even if you shot 18, 20 shots, you come out that game with 25 points. So it's just as simple as that. PG starts shooting the ball. That's what it is. But also on the flip side, we talk about the points, but we want to talk about the 11 rebounds he had yesterday. And I watched the rebounds that he got. He was battling with other, 6'10" to 7 foot guys in that paint to get rebounds. The Daniel Gaffers, the Derek Lively's, the, Max Klebers, the guys of that ilk. PG 6'8". He's really a small forward, yet he's playing as if he's a power forward and banging in the post. Zubac had 6 rebounds. PG had 11, led the whole game yesterday in rebounds. Expend your energy. I got to score the ball. I got to rebound. I got to play make, and I got to play defense. That's what the Clippers are asking him to do when Kawhi's not in that lineup. See, when Kawhi's in that lineup, a lot of that stuff gets off of his back because Kawhi Leonard can grab rebounds. He can be the other defender on the court, the best defender on the court. But because Kawhi is not there and their power forward position that You know, they're using Zubac probably more so as a center. And then you got the Mavericks who got, you know, 3 guys who are 6'10" and up. They looking now, PG has to be that power forward for them. So that's just goes back to, again, basketball IQ. A lot of y'all just look at offense and points, but you don't look at the other aspects of the game. See, that Luka don't got to do that. Luka, all he has to do is focus on scoring. Luka doesn't have to worry about being a lockdown defender. He doesn't have to worry about, you know what I'm saying, banging inside the post. Yeah, he gets rebounds, but they come basically just to, you know, into his hands. But he's not going in there banging. He has 3 other guys there long enough and tall enough to, you know what I'm saying, do that job for him, and as well be a shot blocker in the paint. So he can get up 25, 26 shots. He can do that and be, you know what I'm saying, that's what he can do. But as far as PG goes yesterday, offensively, shooting the ball, scoring the ball, below average, cannot have that. And that's something that, like, I blamed him majority in the game 3 for fouling, getting in foul trouble, because you can't be on the court and score if you're in foul trouble. Yesterday, he gets the same blame. Let me go to James Harden. Harden had 7 points. Let me see. 7 points, 2 for 12 from the field, 1 for 7 from the 3-point line, and 2 for 2 from the free throw line. You know, people, this is the person people want to go at now with James Harden and say that he did this and he's, you know, he's a choker and all this stuff. Like, I'm not even talking to y'all. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even talking to y'all. This the fact that I'm gonna go strictly into, you know, real basketball talk. Harden has been the best offensive player that on the Clippers this series, the first 4 games. He had a 28 per game performance in game 1. I think he had 21 in game 2. Or what do you have in game 2? I think he had like somewhere between 15 and 20. And then he had 21 in game 3, and then he had 33 in game 4. Offensively, he's been doing his job. And if, as y'all can see, everybody has had games where they have low scoring games. Kyrie Irving had 14 points last night. Did Kyrie Irving choke? He shot 1 for 7 from the 3. Did Kyrie Irving choke last night? See, that word choking goes around like a frisbee because a lot of people pay attention to the television screen instead of the stat sheet. But there's no player in the NBA history that's going to score 20 a game, that's going to have 25, 30 points every single game they play. That's not going to ever happen. It's not. So the whole James Harden thing, man, like, people want to get on him about it last night. I thought the main thing that he did, the over dribbling, the you know, not making a fluid offense, not feeding Zubac enough, going back to what he did well in game 4, not exploiting defense early and often. And as well as, I think, you know, the Mavericks having a good job of, you know, game planning for him as far as, you know what I'm saying, throwing different coverages at him and making him work full court. That's something that really played in their hands. So I don't think, again, James Harden, people want me to grill him. I mean, shit, he's been playing great offensively the whole series. There's only so much I can continuously, you know, go at him with, you know, him if he has a bad shooting night or whatever, like that might be the case. But far as what I'm saying about, you know, about that, I don't think that that's really something that I'm gonna spend a lot of time with. Again, he has to come out in game 6 and perform. If he don't come out there and perform, and, you know, he doesn't come out and play the way he needs to play, then that's going to look bad on him. But then again, he can come back easily in game 6 and have a great game, and all this stuff is forgotten. See, this stuff is day by day. One day the day will be, well, he didn't play this, he didn't play that, he didn't play well. And then you come back a 24, 48 hours later, oh, James Harden's the man. So that's how sports is. That's how basketball is. That's how people are. You know, they have a great game. They're the man. They have a bad game. Oh, they ain't shit. Lucas had a bad series on his standards. You know, up until yesterday. So can't get too high, can't get too low. But the last person I want to talk about is Kawhi. So yesterday, Kawhi was at the game. He had his all black on, had his black hat on, had, you know, all that, you know, black hoodie on. He was at the game yesterday, and you know, they were actually looking at, you know, he was like kind of looking at the scoreboard, and you know, he was kind of like trying to, you know, envision and trying to, you know, see what actually was taking place on the court. So, you know, and Kawhi, he always has a look on his face where it's kind of like, it's kind of stoic. You know, you never know what he's really thinking. You know, he can be looking, and you know, you can be saying that he looks a certain way, and you never can read his emotions. You can never really know what he's thinking in his mind. So I'm looking at him. I'm like, damn, I wonder what Kawhi thinking in his head. And you know, the biggest thing that bothers me the most is that this man is not even been the fact that he hasn't been performing. It's the fact that the man's not even getting a chance to get out on the court to perform. And it's coming at the wrong times. That's something that we understand. It's coming at the wrong times. We know when he's on the court, you know, just how great he is. I personally think he's the best player when he's on the court. Healthy. It's not that shit that y'all saw for them 2 games. But it's been a constant thing with why, you know, and some is not, it's out of his control, man. Like, we never seen this before. A player of his caliber that's been taken out because of been held back because of injuries for multiple playoffs at a time. We talking about a dude that's missed about 5 postseason in his career, dating back to San Antonio with, you know, the Spurs against the Warriors. He gets hurt. You know, he gets hurt. You know, he missed the next year in the playoffs in 18. He misses 21 playoffs. He misses 22, misses 23, misses 20. A total of 6 playoffs this man has not been able to compete. So one can only think, well, damn, what can this dude be thinking, like, even right now at this point? So now that we're in the game 6, and now that we have a pivotal, you know, elimination Brink game again, the question is about, you know, whether Kawhi was going to play or not for game 6. So I watched Undisputed this morning, and of course Skip Bayless, who now has my full attention when it comes to Kawhi, because he's the only person that seems to get anything fucking right. You know, he said that he was going to miss the playoffs in 21. He missed the playoffs when everybody thought he'll be back, including me. Game 2, or, you know, this playoffs, you know, Kawhi, he said he'd be coming back for game 2. He was correct about that. So I've now officially started believing what Skip Bayless says about Kawhi. So as I was watching Undisputed this morning, Skip Bayless talked about, you know, they kind of, you know, went about, you know, Kawhi's status for game 6. And what Skip came out and said that, you know, they think that they might even bring Kawhi back and say, well, you know, we need you, big fella. We need you on the court. So the Clippers are better without Kawhi narrative is incomplete, incorrect. They're better without an injured Kawhi. That's what they're better as, without an injured Kawhi. They're not better without Kawhi Leonard on the court. If Kawhi Leonard on the court, the Clippers win this game in 4 or 5 games. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. The fact that they're even in this series and they're playing against a fully loaded Dallas Mavericks team has no doubt in my mind they would win this. They win this shit in a sweep, or this be in 5 games. So it's incomplete when people say they're better without Kawhi Leonard on the court. So now that you got the Clippers, or now they're in Dallas now, they're thinking, okay, what do we do now? Our season's on the line, contracts are on the line. We've, got another opportunity in Dallas against a team that, we beat on their home floor. Do we sit Kawhi out? Do we bring him back? I originally said sit him out because it's like he's not helping the team. And whatever happens after that happens, because, you don't want to risk anything more serious than it needs to be. So I originally said just keep him out because I rather, I'm more concerned about his health. I can care less about, of course I want to win this series, but I feel we can win without him. But, after the game 3, Kawhi said he would, be back ready to play. He wanted to play. And then game 4, Lawrence Frank got on the podium and said that we kept him out. So based off what Skip Bayless is talking about, saying that the Clippers may say we might need you on the court, and if Kawhi says that he's ready to go, he wants to play, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays game 6. I really would not. Because the look that I saw on his face yesterday was he looked like he was like letting his team down. See, all this shit starts, ends, and begins with Kawhi. Without Kawhi Leonard on the fucking court, without like any other star, we're not winning the championship. So, people want to say he don't want to play and he don't want to be on the court. He don't want to be there for his teammates. He comes to the playoffs, he works his ass off, and then he somehow just wants to miss the playoffs magically. This is the part that like annoys me with people. The guy that people say that comes to the playoffs and that's his battleground, his battlefield, is going to play in the regular season just to miss the playoffs on purpose. I'm gonna play 68 games. I'm gonna go into the playoffs and not play. And now I'm faking an injury. That's the idiotic shit people say. I seen the look on that man's face last night. That nigga was looking at like he was like letting his team down. So when you mix that in with the situation they're in right now, I wouldn't be surprised if he plays game 6. I really wouldn't. Now, will he play game 6? I don't know. I can't tell you. You can miss it tomorrow. I don't know. But I would not be surprised if he played. I don't know what his health is like. I know he's been off for about a week and some change now since he last played, because I think he missed. Yeah, he last game he played was last Friday. So he would be out for a week. So I don't know what he's looking like at this point, but sound like Skip Bayless said, the team might look at it, they say we might need you. So I'm gonna let y'all come in and let y'all kind of see what y'all have to say, and we gonna go from there. Any bullshit coming on here, bro, talking about some personal shit about his injuries or whatever, you're getting kicked off. You can, if you're a Mavs fan, you can come in and talk your shit. I don't mind it. I let everybody speak, and it is what it is. But you come in here bullshit and you're getting kicked out. I'm not putting up with none of that shit today. I'm really not. But let me go ahead and take a 2-minute break, and I will let y'all in a second. All right. All right, y'all. So we back at it, man. I'm gonna go ahead and let everybody come in. Let me see. Let me see what's in first. I'm gonna go with Mash real quick. It's good, Mash.
Hey, what's up, fellas, man? Hope everybody's doing cool and stuff. I didn't expect the game to get out of hand like it did yesterday. So, I mean, I'm not going to be long-winded here. Close game in the beginning. Obviously, the Clippers at some point couldn't hit shots. And I think they overreacted with Cleaver, meaning, like, if Luka and Kyrie's going to penetrate, then at some point you got to tip your cap and just get back on defense. Like, them leaving Cleaver open because he hit like 3 straight threes, I believe, in the second quarter. And that kind of started the run right there. And so that was just bad defense. You got to stay attached to your man. And that's a problem across the league where guys are just overhelping or sagging off their guy for no reason. And so, again, I mean, I said coming into the series, Jason would use Cleaver in spurts. He's a stretch big who can really shoot the basketball if he gets going. I still don't think they're bigs that played good enough in the series. The Dallas Mavericks, they just missed too many bunnies, too many layups. They're not good free throw shooters. And so they've been okay. They've been below average to me. I thought Zubac is clearly the best big in this series. Not sure why they don't go down to him more in an isolation situation, force Dallas to double team, and then you may get some better open looks if you go into the big fella, and let him kind of dictate the offense a little bit. Obviously, James Harden didn't play well. You talked about him having some good games, which is true. But unfortunately, BJ, Kawhi's not playing. And so PG and James Harden, fair or unfair, they can't afford to have a bad game, right? I mean, not you, but people were saying that they trusted PG and James Harden over Luka and Kyrie. And so those guys can't afford to have 22 points combined, right? Like, that's not a winning formula. I listened to Paul George's interview. What a fucking disgrace. Pathetic. Like, where's the urgency at, right? I mean, like, no fight, just giving old-fashioned cliche answers and we got to do this and do that. Listen, man, like, great players don't say shit like, I'm going to take what the defense gives me. No, you're not. Like, you're great because you take what you want. Like, that's what makes you great. And so, again, Paul George, once again, after a fucking loss, just sounding fucking dumb to the moment, not understanding what the moment is. Kawhi's not playing. And so James and Paul George have to be ultra aggressive. This is a series where I don't give a fuck about PG's efficiency. I don't care about Harden's efficiency, right? They can shoot 20 for fucking 40. I don't care. Like, this team needs those two guys to put the ball in the basket, period. If not, then they have no chance at winning the series. If PG and James don't put the ball in the basket at a high clip, the fucking Clippers are not going to win this series. And so the fact that PG didn't come out in Game 5 at home, knowing what was on the line in Game 5, and you fucking don't fucking empty your clip because last game, right, you said you were in foul trouble. So this game, you wasn't in foul trouble, and you come out looking to be passive and get guys involved. Like, what the fuck is going on with this dude? And this is what people are talking about. And when we say you can't trust this dude, right? He doesn't even recognize what the moment is. James Harden, same thing. Like, I know you played well, but I'm not giving you no fucking excuse. Like, you can have a bad game because, again, Kawhi's not playing. And so these two studs have to be the two best players on a night in and night out. They just have to be, right? And so, listen, man, I don't know what the adjustment is going to be in game 6. I'm not sure at this point what Ty Lue can go to. Maybe he can go down to the big fella more often and run their offense through Zubac and force Dallas to double team. Maybe you get those bigs back in foul trouble again. I don't think PJ Tucker was the fucking answer. I mean, what the fuck was that about? You bringing PJ Tucker to do what? I mean, he can't hit no corner threes. He ain't defending nobody. He ain't getting no key offensive rebounds. I think he got one last night, but I think they called a foul or loose ball foul, whatever it was. All I'm saying is this, man. Like, at this point in the series, like, PG and James have to go balls to the wall and just get buckets, right? I tried to give Monty an out here. I says, bro, Kawhi's not playing. It's bet off. He told me no. He was arrogant and he was stubborn. Hey, Monty, bro, pay my bread tomorrow, man, after the game, bro. When the Dallas Mavericks send you niggas home in game 6, like I said they will, bro, don't duck me, cash at me, and it's all good, bro. So before you pass it on to the next person, BJ, I want to hear Thomas's opinion when you get to him about the aggressiveness and the fucking just like PG not understanding the moment. And again, we can talk about rebounding. We can talk about Luka, Kyrie. Bro, for the Clippers, it comes down to two guys, period, bro. James Harden and PG have to play at an above high level for this team to win. If they don't do that, everything else is voided and it means nothing. And I'm just surprised that PG went to the fucking press box yesterday wearing that fucking cut off dress shirt. That was awkward in itself. And he's just so lackadaisical, so nonchalant, and just carefree. Bro, he doesn't exude winning tangibles. He doesn't exude winning fucking mentality. Because what you saw yesterday, that's not what a winner would do. Like, you game 5 at home, Thomas. Kawhi's not playing. Like, you have to go out there and shoot 30 shots. Like, it's not about being efficient. It's about my team needs me to do this. And James Harden, bro, you're not scoring, you're not playmaking, and you're not playing no fucking defense. It's just Norman Powell, right? Norman Powell has had not the greatest fucking series, right? He's been inconsistent. Here's my last point, and I'll land it right here. Tim Hardaway Jr., the fucking Mavericks 6-man, hasn't played in the last, since game 1 or game 2? I forget which one it was. And Dallas is still getting quality minutes from other guys. I'm not saying that Tim is Kawhi because he's not. All I'm saying is this. He is a big piece off their bench to what they do, and he hasn't been playing. And Dallas still finds himself up by 30 points and pulling the ball in the basket. And so, yeah, I don't know, man. I think Dallas closes out tomorrow, but this game has been kind of roller coasterous, so it's up and down. It wouldn't shock me if the Mavs won game 6. I'm sorry, if the Clippers won game 6 and then game 7 back in LA. But yesterday, man, from James and PG, what a pathetic performance. And that's what we're talking about, where we say we cannot trust Harden and PG. Yesterday's game was a definition of what I was talking about before the series started. When you need them the most, and in game 5 at home, they go and fucking do that. It's sad, man, but that's all I got, BJ.
All right, let me go to my man JM Clippers number 2. What's good, JM?
Hey, salute, pull up, salute the panel and the chat. You know, I figured I was gonna hear whatever I wrote in the chat on the panel, so I didn't put everything in. All right, so this is a remix, right? I'm not even gonna talk about last night game or the series. I'm gonna rewind the tape all the way to what I said after the whatever that shit, the All-Star game, right? If you rewind this tape, and BJ, you know, I ain't saying even waste your time. I said 3 things, right, that I noticed, right? 1, we don't play as a team. 2, Ty lost that locker room a long time ago. 3, our offense is simple as hell. If our shots are falling, that opens up our ISO. If our shots not falling, the ISO is damn near impossible to pull off. If we don't score over 100 points, 9 times out of 10 we're gonna lose. Now, and then also said there was some underlying issues, right? Kawhi being the only one. Now, mind you, I said this when we was on a losing streak after the All-Star game. And unfortunately for me, it's coming to fruition. The fact that Kawhi got signed to only one re-signed, that caused a problem with continuity in the whole gym, right? Double that with Kai Jones being signed, multi-year. Dude come out of nowhere. He got a multi-year contract. So that's 2 times 2 people have been signed. The coach ain't been signed. Harden ain't been signed. PG ain't been signed. So we've been, to me, like, I'm a fan, right? I love my team. I also love Kawhi, but I'm glad Kawhi came to my team. It ain't like I just been following Kawhi. I've been a Clipper fan who glad that my favorite player is on my favorite team, right? So I've never been a fan of Ty Lue. I've always said I'm consistent with it. Never. Right, but I'm not going to put everything on him. Right, I said that about 5 shows ago. I'm not going to blame everything on him. Right, the problem I have with him is it's obvious. Our rotations suck. I knew when a series started, when he said he about to cut down his rotation. I think I was talking with Thomas about that. Right, I said. That's about the. Well, I don't know if I said it to Thomas. This part I'm about to say. But when he said he's going to cut down our rotation, that automatically cut off our deep bench advantage. Automatically, right? I thought PJ Tucker would have been a good fit to go against PJ Washington. The only thing Mavs did to me that got them winning is they play physical. They put in their bigs. Now, you know, PJ Washington, I give my hats off to him. That is a rough dude. He plays borderline county ball, right? But he gets away with it. They're not calling no fouls. If I was tired, okay, let me put my bruiser in. Be like he did, but it's fucking almost too late. Maybe seeing something to start it off for the next game. Yo, PJ Tucker don't have to score. PJ Washington is not no prolific scorer. Keep PJ Tucker on PJ Washington. That will cancel all that county ball crap out. Right, as far as PG-13, and Harden was actually the most consistent player on our team, believe it or not. And then I'm gonna give you a stat that not even a Houston fan know, not even a Harden fan know. Harden is the only person in the NBA who's been to the playoffs 15 years in a row. He's the only one. So he has playoff experience. Do I say he choked? No. But when you got a coach who expects your point guard to be your primary scorer, it would never work. It has never worked. I said that before, right? So you're boiling everything down. Now Kawhi. Yes, Kawhi. Would I play Kawhi? No. Right? For this fact, right? I wouldn't rush him back for this one reason. They went out and paid $38 million to Harden. PG wants his contract extension. The best thing for Ty, who's been using this same excuse for 5 years. Wait till we healthy. Wait till we healthy. Man, we've been in the same spot with the Mavs for 2 playoff series in a row. It took Kawhi 2 seasons in a row. Here we go to the 3rd time, and we went out and bought 2 more people. Fam, that is ridiculous, right? I wouldn't even blame. If Kawhi could play, he could play. But the fact that they spent millions to address days like these, and that shit still don't work, that means there is problems. And I don't even think if Kawhi come back, it's not going to help it, right? I'm not even going to say nothing about PG, not knowing if he want to be podcast PG or do he want to be bully PG. I'm not even going to mention that, right? Because that's his own issue. Everybody been seeing it. It's not like I don't need to highlight it. If he feels like he wants to play, so if I was his manager or whatever, I'd be like, yo, no more podcasts. Cut that shit out until we win. Like, because when the podcast PG, he pretty sitting up there talking, answering questions. Fam, we need you to focus on the game, how to fucking win, not no damn. So to me, it's a combination. And actually, I've also said this, and I'm gonna close it up real soon. I've actually said this when we start sliding after the All-Star game. I said I wouldn't mind if we lost. I really wouldn't. And it sounds crazy, but to me, I'm looking at the bigger picture, like it's a journey. The silver lining of if we lose, we're going to get a coach that's going to use our young stars. Jason Kidd is using his young stars. Denver coach is using the young stars. The teams who win it, they are implementing their young stars. We have the only coach in the league who is not using none of our young stars. His only style is to burn the stars into the ground. Kawhi played 67 games, and I was saying the whole time, yo, he is playing way too many minutes. If you know that your player is fucking injury prone, the worst thing you could do is play him all the minutes. Like, it should have been somebody saying, hey, he's injury prone. He has a history of it. Cool. Then why burn the man out? And now when we need him, he's nowhere. But it's not Kawhi's fault. He's injury prone. He came there injury prone. If a right coach would have been like, nah, play 20 minutes, whatever. We winning. He played games when we was blowing teams out, and he was still in the game. So I was not surprised when he went missing. Nope. It usually happens. He ain't the only player. Embiid, you got other players too, got the coaches with the same mentality. They don't know how to coach. Right? Their whole philosophy is to run the player into the ground, and then when we really need him, he's nowhere to be found. But even still, when and this is the last statement, when the media kept saying without Kawhi, when the reporters kept asking Ty about Kawhi, you know what that meant? That nobody gave Ty faith. Nobody. Because we got all these other stars. How come they only keep mentioning? Because nobody gave them it. Nobody gave us hope. And it's a combination of problems. But if we lose, I would rather us just, if we pull off a miraculous win, I see the same problems with the next series. I would rather us just close up camp, go home, figure out who the hell gonna be here next year, figure out who gonna and just start over. Honest to goodness. Because if we win, I'm thinking about, okay, what if we win this series? Okay, who's our next matchup? OKC. Okay, we probably be either way it's gonna take Kawhi. And the fact that it takes Kawhi, we not spent millions on all these other people means that we wishing on a hope. I'm an optimistic fan. I want us to win regardless, but I've seen it. Like BG said it. And once again, I stress this. Only time we win, our shots have to be falling. It opens up the ISO. Only thing Mavs did was they took advantage of our shots not falling. Game 1, shots was falling, blew out. Game 4, shots falling, a close game. Games 2 and 3, no shots falling. Right? Game 5, no shots falling. And there's no backup plan. It's either shots falling, ISO, that's it. I don't know why Ty's not playing. Right? I mean, like I said, once he said, when he cut down the rotation of 7 players, I was like, oh, you're taking away our strength right there. I do not like Ty. I never liked him since he became a Clutch Sports client, and I read some good riddance. If we lose, at least we start over. We're using our young stars. We got Kai Jones with a slap in the face for Ty. Ty doesn't even like using young players. And guess what our front office did? Went and got Kai Jones. That means we're on a new direction already. And that's all I got to say. We lose, I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward. Okay, we're going to rebuild. Too many chefs in the kitchen. I kept saying that. And that's it.
All right. Appreciate you, man. We go to Brandon. What's good, Brandon?
Hey, what's good? What's good, yo? Hold on real quick, BJ. Salute to the panel. Make sure y'all subscribe and like. Hit the Cash App, BJ Matthews. Yeah, bro. Happy birthday to Podcast P, man. Hold on real quick. My bad, BJ. I wanted to make sure I put his podcast show in the chat. You know, he's been.
Oh, man, you funny.
Wait, hold on, bro. No,
my fault, I'm sorry.
No, you good, bro. No, you good. We cool. But make sure I put the podcast in the chat, man, and say y'all can subscribe, man. That he's consistent there. He's a star there. He shows up when he needs to. You know, every show scheduled. He's never been late. He shows up, right?
Stop, bro. I gotta stop, bro.
Nah, bro. You good. Bruce wants to link, by the way, BJ. But yeah, man. So last night's game, I'm not surprised. Honestly, I don't even really have the energy to even like front run. Honestly, to say the truth, like I've been saying, you know, clips? Mavs and 6. Y'all had a great game. Last game, You know, I still think Harden should be getting credit for how he's played this series. I think he's been the best Clippers player this series. To tell you the truth, Norman Powell's had an awful series. You know, and I think that's a guy that y'all a lot of the smoke needs to go for him as well. You know, he's got like he has dumb fouls, that kills momentum. He hasn't really been playing too well. Hasn't been shooting the ball, you know, the best this series. I'm gonna be honest, man. We gotta put respect on Harden in podcast P, bro. We got to, dog. Like they've been in this game. They've had moments in this game. Paul George and they literally had a moment last game, right? Like the shot from heaven. Uh, but I don't want y'all to think that when we hold these players accountable, bro, like we disrespecting them. You know what I'm saying? Like we hold these standards for players that we know got it in them. You know what I'm saying? Like with Kawhi Leonard's and the James Harden is like we know they have this in them to play at a high level. We just want them to play at a high level. You know, I'm a Mavs fan, but it's like, bro, this shit is disgusting what we seeing, right? Like it's disgusting what we're seeing, you know, out of Paul George and you know what we saw out of Paul George and what we saw out of James Harden last night. You know, you got to play harder, if nothing else, right? Zubac has been probably the second best player in the series, to be honest, right? He's been the second, you know, most consistent player in the series. Maxi Kleber, BJ, you actually made a great assessment, right? Maxi Kleber came in clutch for us yesterday. He kind of got the ball rolling, right? Because up until that point when he hit the three in a row, you know, both teams we were struggling from three, right? Like y'all couldn't make any open threes, we couldn't make any open threes. Josh Green is playing horrible. I don't know what the hell he's doing out there. He's doing cardio. Exum is playing horrible. He got crossed the fuck up. Let's not forget that. He definitely got broke, but he couldn't make the shot though. Um, I'm gonna be honest, bro. It's over, right? And I just want people to be consistent, right? And I'm gonna be honest, BJ. I feel like I've been the only consistent person on the panel, right? I've shown up when y'all done whooped our ass. I show up and I still say, hey, listen, you know, credit to you guys. You know, Mavs and six. But it's been inconsistency from you guys on this panel. Not everybody, but some of you. Um, you know, we went from bench James Harden and you know let Russell Westbrook start, and now you know Russell Westbrook is the problem, and you know James Harden, and now he's the problem. The problem is, you know, you can't have two of your star players, two Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers. They can't combine for 22 points in a pivotal game five at home, right? You can't, you know, one room. I mean, one show y'all talking about Luca and how Luca, you know, he's not that. He's overrated. But I mean, Luca outscored both of your, you know, your players combined yesterday. I don't know if y'all know that, right? This actually was a record blowout for the Clippers, right? Y'all have never been beat the fuck up like this in the playoffs before. But there's a first time for everything, so we celebrate that as well. Like we celebrate Podcast P's birthday today. Um, but I'm gonna be honest, man. I feel like it's still Mavs and six, but Friday will be a dogfight. Friday will not be. I do not think it will be what it was last night because we dog walked y'all last night. But I think Friday will be a dog fight, not a dog walk. Um, and Luca still has to play better, right? Kyrie Irving, BJ, you made the comparison that because Kyrie Irving scored 14 points, was that a choke? Actually, Kyrie Irving played great defense last night. Did he shoot the ball from the three well? Nah, he didn't. Right, but you know we'll take 14. Right, we'll take 14 from him. We'll take 6 assists. You know he was getting other people going. You know he was playing defense. Derek Jones was playing lockdown defense. He was big for us last night. And I'm gonna land it here. PJ Washington has to be better. He has to be better. Josh Green has to be better. Our bigs, they had a good game, but I still think that Zubac's having his way with him. And if Ty Lue smart, he will definitely try to get Zubac going early next game. Paul George has to be better. James Harden has to be better. And that's really it, yo. Like Mavs and six. I've said this to y'all. I'm gonna keep it cool today because I'm kind of like I'm humble today. But listen, I'm gonna say this, BJ and Thomas and everyone up here. Y'all better not lose Friday, because BJ, you gonna have to block me. I'm gonna come in here and I'm gonna make niggas cry if y'all lose Friday. So BJ, I know you locked in with the Clippers. You better have a coming to Jesus moment with Paul George and Harden, and you better tell those guys, hey, listen, there's this boogeyman named Rebrandon on YouTube. guys, listen, I need you guys to score. I need you guys to, make more, at least score double digit because Rebrandon's on my ass if not, and he's gonna make me block him. But BJ, I think I actually would like to hear from Thomas, bro. If he's up here, I want to hear him because the other day when they won, he had 30 minutes to speak. So I feel like we should give him 30 minutes to speak again and let him go. But that's all I got to say, BJ. Make sure y'all like and subscribe. Hit the Cash App and follow the Twitter as well. The Pull Up Show. That's the Twitter. I think y'all got an Instagram and everything like that. Salute to you, BJ. But I'm here though.
What's up? Let me go to my man E Lazy in the building. What's good, E?
Free Brandon, bro. Yo ass. Salute to Rebrandon,
Man,
man.
salute to y'all, man. Y'all know y'all the guys, man.
Crazy,
We gotta
Yeah,
shit
salute,
sports,
salute, brother. Salute, brother.
Salute, brother. Salute, brother. Salute, brother.
Salute, brothers.
Hey. Well, I'm gonna just repeat some of the same sentiments. Well, I don't even need to repeat it. They kind of said everything, like, you know what I'm saying, from Master Rebranding to the other cat. What I will say is that the Clippers, to come out lethargic and to give no effort at all and to just kind of go through the motions of the game was very disappointing to see from a competitive standpoint. We're still playing a professional sport, which you get paid millions of dollars. You have a lot of young girls and boys growing up to want to someday replicate what you do and be like you. James Harden has a lot of fan base. Russ has a huge fan base. Even some of the role players might have a fan base that nobody even know about, but they're not big names. They're not stars. You know what I'm saying? Paul George has a big fan base. You got players in the NBA right now who think Paul George is the best ever. You got other players in college right now thinking Paul George is the best ever. So for you to come out and just lay an egg and play the way you play, I can see if you gave maximum effort. You know what I'm saying? But to come out and lay an egg, bro, that's inexcusable and it's an embarrassment on the whole damn NBA. That was an embarrassment on every last whatever the NBA represents in today's age. That was a total embarrassment, bro. And if we're gonna be doing that, then they shouldn't even televise these games, bro. We should watch that on a tape delay. Because people took time out of their day, you know what I'm saying, that they could have spent doing something else to watch a game that wasn't even close. There was no energy from the Clippers from the beginning of the game. They made a couple shots in the beginning. Yeah, that was fine. It was close for a second. But the Mavericks was just missing wide open shots. You know what I'm saying? But you can just tell from an energy standpoint, from a talent standpoint, the Clippers are still better without Kawhi, in my opinion. I think they had the better role players. I think they had a more experienced and accomplished coach when it comes to coaching. You know what I'm saying? Ty Lue proven he's the champion. He came back from 3-1 in the NBA Finals. You know what I'm saying? Versus one of the best teams ever assembled, or you know what I'm saying, or who had the greatest season ever in NBA history. So for them to come out and play like that, not having no attention to detail, just just let Dallas do whatever they wanted to do. It looked like they was just like in a bubble, like they didn't give a fuck. To be honest, because we know they didn't give a fuck in a bubble. A lot of players came out publicly and said, "Oh, we wasn't giving a fuck about in the bubble." That's what they looked at like yesterday, and that was an embarrassment, bro, for the whole Clipper Nation, the fan base. I turned the game off and said, "I'm good. I can't watch this, bro. I'm a real NBA I'm a hooper, bro. I'm a real NBA fan, bro. I come from the old school. If you disrespecting the game, I don't want no part of that, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no parts of that. I cannot watch motherfuckers just be lackluster, throwing the ball away, not closing out. I'm talking about they let Maxi Kleber hit 3 straight wide. Oh, I'm talking about nobody was nowhere near Maxi Kleber. And they kept giving him wide open threes. I'm like, you finna let Maxi Kleber outplay you? Paul George, James Harden, Rush, y'all Hall of Famers. You mean to tell me Maxi Kleber better than y'all? That didn't make not one damn sense. And the role players are who beat them yesterday. Luka had a great game because it was no pressure on Luka. He was so comfortable. You know what I'm saying? But supposedly Luka had a knee injury. So let me test your knee out then, Luka. They didn't try to test Luka's knee out one time. They didn't get out in transition. When they had chances to score and really push the pace in transition, they walked the ball up the court when they had numbers. And I said, oh, I see what they're doing. It looked like, honestly, to be honest with y'all, they was paid off, bro. Yet they threw that game. Because, and I say they threw that game because look at game 1 and game 4. And then look at game 2 and game 5. And then what was the other game? Was it game 3? Game 2, 3, and 5. We don't even know what team showed up that day. But we know what team showed up on games 1 and games 5. Blowouts. I'm talking about blowouts. When the Clippers play how we know they know how to play, the game ain't close. And that's with or without Kawhi Leonard. Like, you know what I'm saying? From what I've been watching all season, like, they don't need Kawhi for this series. They just don't. They're better, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? They blew the game yesterday, and they wasn't even trying to play, and that was disheartening, bro. And I'm not a Clipper fan, but from a competitor and a basketball fan standpoint, it was so hard to watch, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? And salute to Dallas, because guess what? If you gonna let me have this, I'm gonna take it. And that's exactly what Dallas did. They took everything that the Clippers allowed them to. You know what I'm saying? And they ain't gonna make no excuses. They like, what? Oh, hell, we taking what the defense. If you gonna give us that, we taking it. If you gonna let us score, we gonna score. At the end of the day, they trying to win a damn game in the series too. You know what I'm saying? So I just expect the Clippers to really play like they did in games 1, 5. In games 1 and 4, I expect them to come out and play the same way. You know what I'm saying? In game motherfucking 6, which is tomorrow. Hopefully, they still might lose the series. I thought the Clippers would win this series. I didn't necessarily give, how many games, but I just thought they would win the series because I thought they were the better team. But
hey, bro,
we
they
gonna see
spoken into
tomorrow. We
existence
gonna
for
see
y'all.
tomorrow, man.
They
You
spoken
feel
into
me?
existence for y'all. Dallas to Cancun, man. Yeah, that was a good billboard, man. Y'all can leave right from Dallas tomorrow. So 1, 2,
Yeah,
3 Cancun.
yeah, and the podcast stuff, that's a distraction, bro. And I said it with Draymond Green with the Warriors. Get off of the internet, my nigga. Let us do the internet shit. Y'all focus on basketball because I'm tired of niggas just talking, bro. Your job is to go play basketball, bro. Why are you talking, nigga? You can talk when your career over. You get paid millions of dollars. What you need to do a podcast in the middle of the season for? That's a distraction, my nigga. Nobody give a fuck about what you got to say about what's going on in the league. We see it. We know what's going on in the league. Like, you know what I'm saying? So that shit is dumb to me, bro. Go win a championship, nigga, and cement your legacy, what you're still trying to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Paul George has been in the league. He has a ton of opportunities. But every time we need Paul George to be one of the greatest players that everybody say he is, he always do this, bro. And I'm like, why? You're way too talented, bro, to be doing shit like this. The nigga just play like sometimes like he don't even care. He kind of remind me of the Joker. But the Joker, he will show you that I'm a killer. Like, you know what I'm saying? But if you watch him play, you're like, this nigga don't even care about basketball the way he nonchalant, but he effective with everything he do. Like, I'm gonna need Paul George to steal a page from the Joker, nigga. Make it look like you don't know what you're doing, but go out there and do what the fuck you do. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just that
Right?
shit.
Did he pinch anybody yesterday? Like, did he fight back?
Man, he didn't do not a damn thing. And let me get on Ty Lue. Ty Lue will be done after this season, like I told everybody. And the little white assistant, the little short cuz, gonna take over if they don't let Brian Shaw take over, which I believe Brian Shaw is owed a head coaching opportunity in this league for all the service that he provided as an assistant. You know what I'm saying? So, for Ty Lue, bro, I told everybody Norman Powell doesn't really do anything for your ball club, bro. Because you know why? He's a good shot maker. But guess what? The nigga don't play no D. It was hella times where he didn't get effort on D. And I say, if he ain't knocking down that 3 at a high clip, which he hasn't all series, he's unplayable for me. I'd rather give me PJ Tucker. At least you know PJ Tucker is capable of hitting the corner 3. And you know he's gonna give you effort on defense because he's a veteran in the league, and
Yeah,
that's
he
what
came
his
in and gave
statement
a spark.
was.
He came in and
You
gave
know
a
what I'm
spark last
saying?
night.
Like, but he ain't really played a lot because the whole, like you said, you know what I'm saying, the team morale and everything, they was really supposed to trade him. So he's already in the doghouse. So he might not be able to be effective, but Bones Highland, come on, man. Bones Highland is a better shot creator than Norman Powell. Handle way better. And if their defense is the same, give me Bones Highland. Bones Highland is, you know why I say Bones Highland? Bones Highland has something to prove. He's still trying to get him a big contract and get on a roster to where he can get a lot of playing time. So I know that if he come in the game, he gonna try to at least do something.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
Elise, say it with me. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. 1, 2, 3, Cancun. 1, 2, 3, Cancun.
Here you go, rebrand. That's when Brandon started to do the troll. You said you wanted to do that, bro. Stop. No. But I mean, that's all I got, bro. I expect it to be a good game tomorrow, bro. And to be honest, bro, I expect the Clippers to come back and win. Period. And send it to a game 7. Fuck it. Why not? Why not? Why not? It's an every other game. My bad. Last point. It's an every other game type of Clippers team. So this is that every other game. They played bad last game, so this game they play great and they win.
So
they
even if
take
they
it back
play
to LA.
great, then what does that mean for Game 7? If let's say they play great tomorrow, what does Game 7 mean?
Well, maybe they throw another dud. You know what I'm saying? That's been the trend, so maybe that's what it is.
Even if we win this series, it's gonna be the same problem next series. This just a drag on. This some shit where they say just go ahead and shoot the horse. It's not gonna end. Even if we beat them.
Hold on. We gotta go around the panel. We gotta go around everybody.
I'm done. My fault. I'm done. My fault. My fault.
Go ahead. I'm done, y'all. I'm done.
Let me go to my man Sean. What's good, Sean?
What's good, cuz? What's good, panel? So yeah, shout out to Kyrie again. For punking James Harden. He does it every other game or every 2 or 3 games. He'll do it, and you know, and leads you right. I told you what Dallas' only move was going to be. Luka was setting it up the whole time to feed the ball to Kyrie out the gate, which he did. Kyrie set the stage. He came out on defense and offense, hustling, diving on the floor, pushing the pace. Once they got comfortable, Luka kind of settled in. Neither team was hitting shots. You know, they was bullshitting back and forth. And Ty commits to not giving Zubac the ball. Oh, by the way, he was 7 for 8. And Paul George and James Harden was trash. And they was right on in the press conference. Hey, we got to play better. That's the same shit Luka said. It's the same shit Kyrie said. When they play bad, hey, we got to ass whoop. We'll see y'all next game. We got to play better. So that's exactly what they need to do. But, you know, Paul George and James Harden didn't show up. And Ty Lue commits to go to Westbrook, Norman Powell, Harden, and fucking T-Man. A 4-guard lineup while Jason Kidd's coming in with Gap, Lively, and PJ and them, and Derek. So that's when Dallas takes off. They weren't going nowhere. Both teams were playing like trash like they did that other game over there. Ty Lue does his Ty Lue special, which I told you that lineup's not going to work. He should have put T-Man. I told you Kyrie was going to come out gunning this game. It don't matter if he got the points. He came out and set the tone. Where'd it go? He punked Harden again. He's done punting once. Now it's twice. Harden needs to retaliate. Kyrie came out. That's why I said if Ty Lue wants to win this next game, last night, you need to start T-Man on Kyrie because I knew Kyrie was going to gun because Luka was setting up the pout game in the fake injury, which showed no injury last night. But he was setting up his knee injury to feed the ball to Kyrie. I seen it coming a mile away. I told y'all what was going to happen. Sure enough, they come out. They trying to gun Kyrie. T-Man's on Luka. Kyrie set the stage. Luka got comfortable. He played okay. He had 25 points when they pulled the starter, so he still wasn't fabulous. He stayed in the game, stat pads, made it look like some for the end of the game. But you know, Dallas did what they supposed to do. After they got their ass handed to them, they fought back. They came in, they brought the energy. That's what the hell they were supposed to do. Right? So the Clippers need to bounce back game 6. But here's the biggest key. I've been saying this all series long. Motherfuckers want to laugh, but they still can't stop Zubac. You can't stop him. They got no answer. Every time he touches the ball down there, bang, 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 spin, hook, spin, up and under, boot, bucket. Every time. Now, are you going to feed this man the ball for 48 minutes? No, of course not. But if you feed the man the ball, you draw defenders in. Oh, speaking of drawing defenders in, let's blame James Harden for a minute. Like Mike said, BJ said, Brandon said, Harden thinks he's the Kim Mutombo. So he leaves the corner and gives Kibler like 2 or 3 straight buckets in a row out the corner. And Luka and Kyrie, neither one was going off. Like I said, Luka shot like damn near 30 shots to get 35 points. He only had 25 when they called off the dogs. So nobody was killing. So why are you helping so much? The only thing, if he was going to help on something, it should have been the backside where the lob was going. But Harden wants to drop in the corner as if he's going to, what's he going to do? Block? Is he going to block somebody dunk at the rim? Hey, so he was trash. Paul George was trash. Paul George wants to dribble in there, and he wants to kick the ball out to T-Man Coffee and the shooters, and he misses about 5 feet. He knows he was trash. He said I was trash. He said I got to play better. That's what I expect them to do in Game 6. The series is going back and forth. One team comes out like a daisical. They get on the podium. We got to be better. They come out and they bust the other team in there. So, yeah, that's what needs to happen. But if I was Ty Lue, I'd have fed Zubac until they decided to go double. And then when they started double, I started shooting the ball. That would have freed up the defense, all Paul George and Harden, right? But no, you don't want to do that. And then you want to play a 4-guard lineup. Why sending all the power forward centers and small forwards in the game? And I've been telling you all year long, Powell, Harden, Westbrook, not going to cut the mustard at the same time. If you're going to use Westbrook, put him in the short pick and roll, feed him at the free throw line, let him attack the basket, throw the lob. You can't put him out there to shoot the ball, like you said, BJ. Why y'all passing the man the ball? The Mavericks got a video floating around Twitter that I saw was deleted. It said in the huddle, I'm sure just a kid that whoever got on somebody's ass, whoever did that, they was telling the Mavericks game plan. Just keep letting Westbrook shoot. He gonna keep shooting. He gonna keep shooting. Well, yeah, that's what Westbrook does. But that's on Ty Lue, and that's on Westbrook. Westbrook is 4 for 32 since Game 1. Stop shooting the ball and attack the rim. What you doing? Why you keep jacking threes? But again, that's on Ty Lue. Pull the dude out the fucking game. And you only get Coffee so many minutes. But you know, at least Coffee can shoot the ball. Even if he's 1 for 5, he hits hot. Like Keeper ain't been doing shit. But when the shooter gets hot, they'll hit 4 in a row. Like he did. That's when the game separated. When you put the 4-guard lineup in there, and Harden decided I ain't gonna guard dude. Like, I mean, the guy can't shoot. He's not JJ Redick. He's not fucking Ray Allen, but he can shoot hard. They was trash. They need to play better. And I pretty much agree with what everybody's saying. Ty Lue, I've been telling you all year long, he plays too much offense. He did it in Game 2 and Game 3. He did it last night. And I guess Zubac is gonna go through the whole series, whether it goes 6 games or 7 games, and shoot 90% every time he touches the ball. And they're just gonna say, fuck it, we're gonna give the ball no more, which is what Elise and JM was referring to. I think Brandon said something about it too. I don't understand why you ain't giving the man the ball. We can't stop him. He's fucking killing us. So shout out for Ty Lue special. Paul George and Harden was trash. Just like when Luka was trash for 4 games, he said, hey, I got to do better, let my man down. Same with Harden and PG. Hey, y'all did great over here. You let them down. Bounce back game coming. That's what you got to have. But again, I said Ty Lue should put T-Man on Kyrie because I knew Kyrie was going to gun. He did it. He chose to go the other way, and Kyrie led the team in hustling, offensive and defensive. And then once Luka saw that, he got comfortable. Luka settled in. He still wasn't great. But Kyrie set the stage, set the tone. Like you said, 14 points. Stats don't mean shit. It's about how you set the table, which is what everybody on the panel referred to. You come out bullshitting, the followers are gonna follow you. So if you bullshitting, they probably gonna follow bullshit. T-Man and Zubac were the best two players on the court last night for the Clippers.
Hey, BJ, can you put up
That's unacceptable.
Can you put up that image of the narratives that people say about the Clippers, please? We want to see that with the
Hold
Paul
on,
George and
hold on. We
Kawhi
gonna
Leonard.
go around the panel first.
Oh,
before
my
we
bad,
bring
good
it
brother.
back.
I
Yeah,
didn't know you. Yeah, you can put that up.
we got like 3 other people wanting to
Yeah,
talk.
you good.
What's
Master
good, Muzzy?
What's up, y'all? What's up to the panel? Salute, salute, salute. What's up, Rebrandon? I ain't gonna lie, BJ. I just like we got some things to talk about because I am highly disappointed in my team last night. Just that I kind of agree, agree with everybody, but I got some points I disagree with James Harden. I just feel like we can't really James Harden has been the best player for the Clippers in the series. So we can't really, even though I wish he would have played better instead of going for 2 for 11 last night, but we can't really get mad at James Harden. He's been playing better than what I thought he was going to play in 5 games. You know what I'm saying? You already read off his stats, BJ. And it's just like this motherfucker Paul George, like what's up, bro? Where you at? Like, where are you? Are you gonna show up for any game? What game are you gonna show up for? Like, you supposed to be one of the leaders on the team. You supposed to be the other guy. Like, Kawhi is the guy, but you supposed to be the other guy, right? Kawhi's not here. So I'm trying to figure out where's the, like everybody said, I don't see no type of motivation from him. I don't see no, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going home. I don't see nothing. Like, he's not showing he's so nonchalant. The motherfucker, all he wants to do is cross behind the legs and shoot a 3. Why? Why the fuck are we not attacking the basket, Norman Powell? All you want to do is jack a 3. Like, why are we not driving to the basket, wanting to score or giving the ball to Zubac if Zubac is the second best player in the series? Like, it's just, I don't understand, Tyronn Lue. You letting Jason Kidd out coach you? Like, are you fucking serious? And you got 4 Hall of Famers on your team? BJ, it's just, I don't know, it's just not good luck for the Clippers. Because Kawhi, all of a sudden, this is the time he gets hurt all the time. And it's consistent. It's not like, oh, it's 1 or 2 years or it was 3 years ago. No, it's been 3-4 seasons back to back. So it's just like, that's why it's disappointing because we about to go. I'm not saying we still got an opportunity to be great. I'm not like everybody else and thinking, oh, we going home. No, we not going home. We still got an opportunity to be great. You know what I'm saying? If we win the next 2 games, then we going on to play OKC. They could be up 3 games to 2 all they want, but if we win the next 2 games, then what? You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody got to step up. I'm disappointed in my favorite player, Russell Westbrook. I'm gonna hold him accountable because it's just like you ain't been playing to your best abilities. That I feel like, but it's been Tyronn Lue too many switch in the lineups. We try to force Kawhi back, and that's what fucked up the flow from game 2 to game 3 by forcing him back, and he's not fully healthy. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like it's timing. Like, come on, like it's timing. And after game last night, it was embarrassing to watch. We about to get on a run. You finally put PJ Tucker in this game 5. Why hasn't this man played? I understand everybody got their faults. I understand everybody say, oh, PJ Tucker, he's not this, he this, he that, he wants to get traded. But I mean, he's on the roster. Are we not gonna put PJ Tucker into game 5, 3 minutes left, and we down 20? And then when he comes in, he gives us a spot, and we going a 9-0 run. I'm just trying to understand. And then Plumlee fuck up the run we had, and they went back up 20. So it's just, and we can't be letting guys like Josh Green, Derrick Jones. We letting them guys get a mad spot. That's what Derrick Jones was giving the mad spots last night. We could not let Luka Doncic get. We could not let him get. Ooh, there's a lot of crumbling paper going on.
Is that my microphone? Or is that somebody else?
Yeah. Can you turn that off for me, Tom? I'm sorry, it's just too much.
Nah, I don't think it's mine. I'm just asking, is it mine?
No, that was JM.
Who is it, BJ?
That was JM. I just muted him.
Oh, okay.
But we cannot. Luca had like somebody pointed out. Luca he had an injury. He said he was sick. All that. So why are we not attacking that? Oh, his knee fucked up. Paul George. That's who you need to be crossing up. That's who you need to be. Oh, trying to get. Oh, let me ISO him. You get what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Like it's just. It was a lot, BJ. I just don't like the performance. Like we can't be. That was the worst loss in Clippers history. The worst. We letting the Mavs look like they Lob City out there. It was a lot that's going on. And I'm gonna point this out. This is off topic, but I'm gonna point this out. This don't have nothing to do with the game, but Stephen A. Smith, what type of person are you? I'm a fan of you, and you called in the league office about Russell Westbrook and what he did in Game 4. All he did was push the man. You know what I'm saying? He trying to create some intensity for his team, and he got ejected. But you called in the league office for him to get suspended, taking food out his mouth, his family mouth. I don't agree with it. Like it's a lot going on that I just felt as though it was a little fishy. Like Stephen A. Smith got the control to get my man suspended when all he did, Draymond Green out here punching motherfuckers in the face left and right. And come on, bro, like stop that. It's just BJ, I'm just highly disappointed in us. But we still got an opportunity to be great. That's just all it is. And then the opportunity is here. But I just feel like they gotta be able to want to take advantage of that opportunity. We got an opportunity to be great. If we lose this last game, that would be the last game we played in that building, and we got blown out. The worst loss in Clippers history, like in the playoffs. Like that's bad. Like you feel me? But we still got the opportunity to be great. I still believe in the Clippers. I don't know about everybody else. It's not over until they win 4 games. You know what I'm saying? Like we already know that Luka Doncic and Kyrie Irving they gonna be spectacular. But we can't let the other guys beat us. We can't let the other guys a la PJ Washington, a la Derrick Jones, a la Josh Green. We can't let Maxi Kleber hit threes back to back and have 15 points. We can't let those happen. We don't have time on our side. Russell Westbrook, James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi, they don't have time on their side. So it's just like it's becoming a lot of frustration because it's like Tyronn Lue, you the more experienced coach, you won a championship. Like, come on, it's something that you need to figure out. And then PJ Tucker, you need to play him. He plays defense. I mean, I know everybody don't like PJ Tucker, but shit, maybe he can get Luka all balanced a little bit, or like you said, let him play with physical up with PJ Washington. It's just I don't know, but that's pretty much what I got to say. But it's just a lot that I feel like adjustments we need to make, and we need to make them fast in a hurry because the season on the line the next game. And if we go home in the first round, you are like that's not gonna be a good look. It's not.
Oh yeah. Let me go to my man, the realist. I'm gonna go to my man Q. What's good, the realist?
Man, what's good? I thought what you call didn't get to speak. Bruce didn't get to speak.
I don't think so.
I think the realist. I think you were up and then Bruce.
No, it was Bruce, the realist for me.
Right, yeah, I thought he was in.
My fault, Bruce. Go ahead. What's up? What's good, Bruce? My bad.
I'm not gonna stay long because everybody's talking like 45 minutes. I hope everybody's good. I mean, I'm not gonna say the obvious. The Clippers lost. I'm not surprised. We were talking about it. Like, okay, we were gonna win the game in Dallas, but game 5, I know the realist, BJ. You guys were thinking like, oh, we were worried because Clippers could lose that game. Clippers were in the game in the first quarter, even though Dallas was scoring, but Clippers were in the game. And Luka got into foul trouble. And then James Harden started to want to do the N1 mixtape, going one-on-one with Luka, trying to get him in foul trouble, or I don't know. It's like 20 seconds of dribbling. Nobody's touching the ball. He was feeding the ball to Zubac in the first quarter. And then he started to try to do the one-on-one. And then that's when the heavens gates open for the Dallas Mavericks. And Kyrie decided to be Bruce Bowen on him, or Scottie Pippen, or all the great defenders on James Harden. And they keep giving James Harden the ball. The greatest head coach of the century, Ty Lue, then just like, okay, let give the ball to Paul George. They keep feeding the ball to James Harden at the top of the key, and then shot clock. No adjustments at halftime, right? So the thing that was working in the first quarter, he didn't do it in the third quarter. It was James Harden trying to do in one, and I don't think Paul George was ready to play yesterday. I don't know if he was thinking about birthday party or doing a birthday list on Amazon, whatever, but he was not ready. He doesn't contest shots. He just watched the other players shooting. I saw him doing it in the first quarter. I'm like, yeah, he's not ready to play today. There was no sense of urgency from the best player on the team. No sense of urgency. Are you gonna respond only or attack? You tied the series instead of trying to win on home to end the series in 6. You just wanted to do it in hard way. Even though you're a better team than Dallas, you should not be underestimating your opponent. You should not be underestimating your opponent. Dallas was ready to play, and the Clippers were not ready. I don't want to repeat it's Tyler's fault, but it's the head of the snake. You need to make adjustments. Speak to your players. Poor George, man, I don't know what's going on. You were not ready to play yesterday. I had to turn it off in the middle of the third quarter because I cannot watch this. Right? I already know they were going to lose. I didn't watch the fourth quarter. Right? So I'm not gonna be surprised the Clippers lose the next game, and I would not be surprised if the Clippers win the next game. I'm not gonna come here and do the eulogy a lot of Clippers fans were doing on the panel or in the chat, but I'm not gonna kill myself for the Clippers if the players are not gonna kill themselves. Are those players respecting us as Clippers fans? Are we gonna see the same thing every year? That's why I said at the beginning of the season, the playoff starts for me in the conference finals. So it starts for the Clippers to start respecting the fans. We expect good product, not this garbage that I saw last night. That's all I have to say.
All right.
Great.
Let me go to Realist real quick, and then I'm gonna go to Q. What's good, the Realist?
What's good, everybody? Man, I called almost everybody, thoughts and point of view on this. I agree with y'all, man. And Bruce, as always, he takes a lot of the shit that I'm gonna say. So of course, I agree with what he said, and that's how I'm gonna look at it. I feel like the day one diehard Clippers fan, what y'all seen from this team yesterday was a big fuck you. That's what you seen, was a big fuck you, because the energy wasn't there. And BJ, I tried to, I tried to change my ways, tried to cool out, support the team. But BJ, I done told you this shit years now. This team just not smart. The IQ isn't there. You got Russ, he got the heart, don't got the IQ. That's a problem. You got PG, got the talent, don't got the fucking IQ or don't got the heart. Even if we do win this series, we not winning no championship. Throw that shit out your mind. Throw it out your mind. You're not winning with this team. You can't win with this team. This is why I came in mad as hell the beginning of the season on a Saturday morning because we lost to a Utah Jazz team. I said we seeing the same old shit, the same bullshit. And like I said, that media bullshit that they was putting out there, that's all for show and tell. That's all talk. It's bullshit. Don't be that bully ball shit. Don't feed into that bullshit. I don't have to tell you what I'm gonna do to you. I'm just gonna do it. PG don't have heart, y'all. He's not a leader. He's not a leader. He can't lead us, man. That's that's just it. He can't lead us. Kawhi needs can't lead us because it's just the injuries, man. So from the diehard Clippers fan who's been riding for the Clippers since the longest, I feel for y'all. I'm sorry, but what y'all seen yesterday was a big fuck you. And I tried to be nice. I even changed the way I come and on this show because of BJ. You know, I know how to fall in line. I know how to fall in suit, right? Get on board. But that shit yesterday, and I'm like, what everybody, you turned that shit off. And like E said, and I was thinking the same thing. Is they throwing this game? Because I swear I thought that same shit. Is they throwing this game? It didn't even look real, BJ. The shit didn't even look real. It looked very staged. Like I don't even think I ever seen some shit like that in my life.
Why would they throw the game though?
BJ, I'm just saying how it looked. I hope they didn't throw the game.
I get that, but why would they see?
No, BJ. What I'm saying is, it didn't even look. It didn't even look like we was white. It just looked so. BJ, the shit just didn't even look right, BJ.
And I get that, but it's like, what would be the reason for them to throw the game?
Well, I know. Well, I hope they didn't throw the game. Of course, I don't think they threw it. But I'm just saying, you would make it. You would make a motherfucker think like, damn, is they throwing this game?
Nah, it's
I know they didn't throw the game.
I hear what you're saying, what you think.
Because of the energy. I mean, it was just a nonchalant. It was just like, man, it looked very off, BJ. It looked very off.
Man, they've been doing this shit, man.
I get that, and I get that.
They do, man. Like I came in saying that this is what they do. They will give you the baton, and then they'll pass it back. This is what they put you through, this roller coaster, man. That's why you think I didn't come in upset? This is the roller coaster.
Hey, BJ, I agree with you. I'm not upset about the shit. I just want people to know you're not winning with this team. So this is the only year that I really didn't invest. I mean, I didn't invest too much into it, but I know if we get past, just like JM said, you get past this round. What the fuck? You ain't beat. Just so happen if you able to be OKC.
Without Kawhi, we're not beating no. That's what I stick to.
BJ, I don't even think they're gonna fucking if they get. I don't even think at this point, just the way how they just play, I don't think they can beat Minnesota. And you know, I've been big on saying we can beat Minnesota. I don't think they can beat Minnesota. But I say one thing though, T-Man and Big Zoo, them boys showed up. And if I'm them, definitely if I'm T-Man, I don't know what's his contract is. I'm looking to get the fuck out of LA. And go play for a team where he can able to get a fucking championship.
He gonna get a bunch of contracts. Yeah, I ain't gonna jump off the bridge, realist. I ain't gonna jump off the bridge.
T-Man about to get paid. I've been telling y'all this.
JM, man, JM. Get T-Man out there. Get T-Man to a fucking team and a coach that's gonna use him. Because the way T-Man came out there, T-Man came out like he wanted that fucking game. Now that he got hurt, we don't even know how he gonna go into game 6 now.
Only
Yeah.
thing Team Man need is a new coach. We just need a coach that use our bench. What you
Come on,
seen
man.
last night,
Come on,
what you
JM.
seen for real. If
JM,
we
but you
going to
still JM.
James Hope, it ain't over yet.
You still dealing with these low IQ fucking players, right?
A new coach.
Kawhi,
That's hold on. But that comes from coaching though.
Yeah, that's
IQ comes from
coaching.
coaching. Why
BJ.
you think Reggie Jackson goes to the Nuggets and he looks the way he looks, man?
Right.
That's coaching. That's not the you can't say the players have low IQ and not looking out the
I'm
coach.
not gonna BJ, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, and I said this shit before. I don't even think T. Lue gonna get fired.
He is
might
gonna get
not.
fired.
He might not. He
No,
might
he's gonna
not.
get
I don't
fired.
think you know why I don't think he's gonna get
His ass
fired.
get
You know
fired.
why I don't think he's gonna get fired, BJ? And it's very simple. Because he didn't hire Kawhi. And he
No,
could use that to throw at them. I didn't
no,
have Kawhi on the court.
hey, he
Well,
can't
We
use it
don't.
no more, brother.
He don't need.
He can't
We don't
use
need
it no
Kawhi to
more.
win this series, though. That's the
He
problem.
can't use
We
it
don't
no
need Kawhi.
more.
Go to
Hey,
Q Rich. Let me go
you
to
know
Q
why
Rich.
he can't use it?
Let me go to
All
Q Rich.
right.
My fault, y'all. I was
No, do
leave
your
it there.
thing.
Go ahead. What's good, Q?
Yo, what up, BJ? What's going on, everybody on the panel and in the chat? What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's up, here?
Yeah, man. Great points by everybody today. Everybody damn near hit every point that had to been, you know what I'm saying, that had to been said. And game 5, man. Yeah, and habits. I've been talking about habits all season long, and this is one of the games that I've seen from the Clippers already during the regular season. I've seen this game already. Just the no effort, no urgency, no pace. This is nothing new, but game 5, you know what I'm saying? The ball is in your court. They gave you a game 4, you won that game. Phenomenal play from Paul George and James Harden. And I'm gonna be honest with you, man. They performance last night down to Harden, Paul George, Westbrook, it's unacceptable. And as a fan, that was bad. That was bad. That Hey, granted, you lose the game, okay, we lost. But to go out like that, nah, you got like the realist said, that was a big fuck you. That was a big fuck you. We waited all season to see that. That was kind of a little crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. They got to be better. No ifs, ands, or buts. I'm about accountability. You know what I'm saying? I could come here when they win, and I'm gonna sure talk about them when they lose. They got to be better. 4 for 32. 4 for 32. You gotta have more pride. You gotta have more pride than that. This is a game 5. This is a testament to see if you ready to go to the next round, to play better teams, to win a championship. That's the goal. The goal is not to just win the first round. That's why I could agree with the realist. I see this as a longevity kind of thing. I'm looking at the Western Conference Finals against a team maybe like the Timberwolves of Denver playing them. I'm looking at the Thunder who just swept the Pelicans. Yeah, they didn't have Zion, but they handled their business. I'm looking at those series. And these habits and how we playing in both ends of the courts, I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't see nothing good that the Clippers did in that game yesterday, and that's bad. It looked like we was at our mercy. We was, and that's just me being real. The Clippers are at their mercy when James Harden is just settling. He's holding the ball. He's not moving it. It's no motion. It's no flow to the game. It's just your turn, my turn. You know, he take 12 shots. Okay, you want to take your 13. And granted, it worked game 4. Phenomenal play. Phenomenal play. But I need that game 1. I need game 1. I need that ball moving. I need everybody touching that rock. I need the energy. I just didn't feel it yesterday. I ain't feel it. And as a fan, I'm gonna be real with you. That was a big disappointment. It happened. Okay, it happened yesterday, you know what I'm saying? But it's how you respond. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
how are you gonna
Exactly.
respond game 6? How you gonna
Right.
respond game 6? You gonna go to Cancun? Or we all just take
Yeah.
a trip and come back, next season? Or you gonna fight like how you did game 4 and game 1? You know what I'm saying? And let the best man win game 7. But
No,
you can't come out there like last game and stink it up. You going to Cancun. I'm gonna be honest with you, and that's just real.
they're not going to
You
Cancun.
ain't you not winning.
They're going
You
to
know what I'm
Long Beach.
saying?
Long Beach. So they're going.
They going somewhere. So let me tell you something. That is just unacceptable as a whole. The
Nah,
Clippers got to
for
be
real.
better. The Clippers
Nah,
have
for
to be
real.
better. And to touch on Kawhi, man, I ain't gonna lie. Over and over and just year after year after year, man,
Yeah, right.
it becomes. I'm not gonna.
Right.
I'm losing hope a little. I ain't gonna lie, and it's
Yeah,
God
it's a
because I'm
headache.
gonna be real with you. Like he played 68 games, and I like that from Kawhi. You know what I'm saying? This is the most games he played in the past few seasons. But shit, I'm thinking, should we have cut back 20 games on that? Because
He
we
can't
good
do
here
it,
Yes,
Q.
now. I don't need
yes.
him.
He can't do it, Q.
Yeah,
He can't do it. You got to
and
dish
that's
that.
and that's the problem for me. If you can't do that, because this is where that was a game where you needed Kawhi on both ends of that court
Thank you.
to control the
Thank you.
game, to control
Hmm.
that game. The Clippers didn't control that game in no kind of fashion, whether it was on defense, offense, guarding, rotations, or like how much threes you gonna give Maxi Kleber, guys? How much threes you gonna give him? Who gonna say, yo, let me guard him? Let me guard this guy. This guy's hitting some shots. Okay, he made the first two. He ain't getting no more touches. Who gonna say that? You know what I'm saying? You gonna
Man,
just let the guy keep
fuck
shooting
that.
threes?
Fuck that. Why is Paul George not saying, "Oh, I'm guarding Luka"? Like he's not scoring tonight. Like
That
Luka,
too.
he like
You
why? I'm just
know,
saying. Look, Paul George is supposed to be the leader. Why he put if Kawhi's not there, Paul George is supposed to be the leader. He supposed to be like, man, Paul, and he's a offensive and a defensive guy. He can play two way. You feel me? He's down there, best player where Kawhi's not there. He need to say, "Oh no, I'm guarding Kawhi tonight. I mean,
when
I'm
them bri-
guarding Luka tonight."
when them bright lights is on, man, I have seen PG step up. You know, and the game yesterday, it just he didn't. You know what I'm saying?
Y'all,
We need him
y'all know what pisses us off more than anything?
and hold on, Thomas. Hold on, Thomas. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. PG, you looking for an extension, bro? We need you here. You want to be on the team. You want to get your bread. You need to show up, bro. You do. You know what I'm saying? I get that you got your podcast. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. I rock with it. But if that's distracting you, you know what I'm saying, bro?
You
You
gotta
might
let
need to
that
put that
shit
to the side a
go.
little. You got to put
Yeah,
that
you
shit to the
gotta let
side
that
a little.
shit
You know what
go,
I'm saying?
bro.
Did y'all say it was his birthday today?
Yeah, it's his birthday or something. Like, I don't know if it's his
That that that
birthday.
that, that, that that's a
That's
bad
crazy
birthday
right there.
gift. That's a bad birthday gift.
That's
But
that's crazy.
I
That's
will
crazy right
say,
there. Them
BJ, you,
I bet
and
you
B,
that bitch
hold
had a
on,
party
Thomas. Hold
going
on,
on.
I have
Thomas.
a
Yo,
question.
Thomas. Hold on. Let me finish up real quick. Let me finish
BJ,
up real quick.
when you have time.
Yo, Bruce. Hold on, real fast. BJ, I told you this in the beginning of the season before the playoffs and all that. I always trust the Clippers more on the road than at home. The Clippers at home, I don't know what it is. We just don't be looking like we just don't look like we don't know what's going on.
Right. I don't know what that
Every
is.
time we at
They
home,
ain't got no crowd at home.
it just
They ain't got no crowd.
and good point, Thomas. Good point. Good point. That crowd
'Cause
yesterday
like
was garbage.
that
Garbage.
crowd was garbage. You
Garbage.
realize when Dallas was down 30,
Garbage.
right? When Dallas was down 30 in Dallas, if they made one shot, bro, they act like they won the World Series. The crowd did.
Exactly. They was down they was down 30.
When the Clippers make a shot, they gotta make 15 more shots after that one shot that you can hear the crowd.
Yo, that crowd was bad yesterday. That
I mean,
whole arena
it's not
was
excuses.
just
We just talk about the crowd, you know.
that whole arena would just had no energy. I didn't feel it from the
Yeah,
fans
that
either.
shit
I'm
was
like, yo,
trash.
what's going on with the fans? Nobody. We had white shirts. I watched the arena. It was white shirts all around the arena. The arena don't even have the identity to support the Clippers as much. They
Right.
Cause
don't. They don't.
we seen it for 5 years in a row. What you seen last night was with that. There's no plan B. There is no plan B. Our shots don't fall. Our ISO don't work. We look the same way we did for the last 5 seasons. There
And
is.
that's
It
and
goes
that's a
right
bad
back
look.
to.
BJ, I have a question.
That's a bad look, and it
But
goes right.
yeah,
I'm gonna be
but y'all
clear.
could get back. You know
Because
what I'm
I know
saying?
y'all.
And
What's the question?
No, it ain't
Clippers got to
gonna
respond,
change. It
man.
ain't gonna change. It ain't gonna
Hang on,
change
Jay.
under
Hang on,
Clyde.
Jay.
Hold on.
Hang
What's
on.
your
It
Clip.
ain't
question?
the players. No, because see,
Hang
I
on,
don't
Jay.
play. I'm just gonna
Hold
put
on,
this real
Jay.
quick.
Hold on,
Hold
Jay.
on.
Hold on.
All right.
What's up, Bruce? What's your question?
Yeah, my question, real quick. For the Clippers to win Friday, what should they do?
It's annoying. It's a couple of
Maybe.
Who's the question for?
Hey, you from
Everybody.
me or who?
Everybody.
Well, it's for basically. I mean,
Well, the first thing they need to do, very first thing they need to do, very first thing they need to do is annihilate that soft ass Dallas paint and give Zubac the motherfucking ball. That's the first thing they need to do. The second thing they need to do is Coffee and T-Man don't leave that motherfucking court until Luka or Kyrie leaves. And the minute they walk toward that bitch, our dude walks toward his bench. The minute they walk toward the scoreboard, our dude walks toward the scoreboard. You gotta fight fire with fire. All these 4-guard fucking lineups putting that shit is dead. But y'all heard me say this shit all year long. Ty Lue loves to play too much offense at one time. It's going to bite him. Guess what? It bit him in game 2 and 3. He bounced back with playing the defenders in game 4, right? He did that shit last night. Now he's going to bounce back in game 6 and play the defenders again. That's the first 2 fucking things where ain't nothing else need to be talked about. But that's the first 2 things. Somebody else can add on.
I think the other thing too that you guys are missing. Oh, by the way, I'm Chris. By the way, I just hopped in here. But y'all had an ample opportunity in that first half to really put the pressure on especially Kyrie Irving, because y'all basically had him in foul trouble early in that first half. I really thought that if y'all would have tried to push him out the game, yes, and Luka. Well, no, but Kyrie himself, even though his stat line didn't really push out like that, he only had like 12 points and 6 assists. His impact on the game, though, like if you watch that game, like he was just pushing the tempo for them up and down for the Dallas Mavericks, allowed them to basically get to the foul line and push him. I think y'all first priority outside to trying to get the ball out of Luka's hands. If y'all would have put the pressure on Kyrie Irving to try to get into more foul trouble, honestly, y'all might have put more pressure on Luka having to want to do more with the basketball, because I saw that he was holding his ankle throughout that second and third quarter, which would have forced Luka to potentially do a little bit more, and you might have to have sat out Luka as well. As far as what you guys could do as well, listen, I mean this in the most respectful way, because I know James Harden, as much as I love James Harden and I've given him slack, outside him playing better, Westbrook has to make more shots. He has to make his open shots. He has to make some kind of contact. You got to make something happen. I know he's been a plus defender for you guys in this series, and I respect him for sacrificing and doing the little things, but he has to make his shots, bro. He does. If he's not making his shots, then he's kind of a liability on the other side. He's basically no better than what PJ Tucker is doing in that series. So I think if he knocks down his shots, PG, he starts playing a lot more aggressive, because I saw him start to really cook up again, like later on in that third quarter. But it's just, I've never seen PG have a tough time trying to score. What's the one dude's name? The one guard, the one forward that was on him. Like
Derrick Jones Jr.
Derrick Jones. Talking about PJ Washington.
Derrick Jones. Derrick Jones Jr.
Yo, Derrick Jones Jr. in that third quarter, he would not get off PG at all. He would not. So he has to find a way to get some better separation, call for a screen. And yeah, y'all definitely need to hit Zubac even earlier, because in that first quarter he had like 14 points. Like he was killing.
To your point, Chris. This is how you what you said, Chris. Let me give you the answer to how you do that. You just said Kyrie and Luka in foul trouble, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what does Kyrie and Luka do if the screen comes up? They're going to switch on the Zubac, right? Yeah. So now you're doing what you said, Chris. And you're doing what I said we need to do 4 games ago when nobody wanted to hear it. You get Luka and Kyrie, switch on the Zubac, enter the ball in the post. Boom, there you go. Now they got fouls. They're going to have to back off. You're going to have to draw a double team. They got to have some help, but they're going to be more foul trouble, or it's going to be a bucket. So once you do that, then all the shooters are freed up. So now Harden and Westbrook ain't got these guys that, because they're in rotations at this point, right? Mm-hmm. So that should have been another reason. What you just said, Chris, is a good point. That's another reason. The whole fucking reason you need to keep giving Zubac the fucking ball. Call for the screen, get Kyrie and Luka in action, and give Zubac the fucking ball.
Yesterday,
If I flame him, I'll shut this fucking show down. So I'm letting y'all flame Ty Lue today. But Ty Lue has been completely fucking doing what I said he was gonna do all year long. He's playing too much fucking offense, and he ain't taking advantage of the mismatch, which is good point, Chris. That's all you had to do.
And in order for them to play like that, I feel like they need to play. They need to play faster. Like I feel like the pace is just it's too slow. It's too slow. Like they have to play faster. Like it's James Harden. He wants to dribble. Paul George, he wants to dribble, step back for three every time. Like Norman Powell wants to shoot. Like it has to. The pace has to be faster. We got to get in transition. So niggas are getting their jump. Russ, he plays on a faster pace. That's why we need to get in transition. We need to run, but they don't want to run. Like we got to run. You know what I'm saying? Like the Mavs, they were playing at a much faster pace last night. You feel me? We got to make the other guys beat us. That's the only way we gonna win. We cannot let Luka lick his chops and let him keep shooting tough shots and he making them and let Kyrie shoot. We gotta make Derrick Jones make a shot. We gotta make PJ make big shots. We gotta make other guys shoot shots. We can't let these guys do that. Like that, I just feel like we need to play at a way faster pace than we played last night. We
I
gotta
will
play
say
at a
this though. I don't think that anyone saw Maxi Kleber going for 5 threes last night. I sure as hell didn't. I would have put that on my parlay immediately if that was the case.
He's a capable shooter. I don't know why. He's a capable shooter.
But
He's
5 threes in that corner?
That definitely didn't shock me.
That's a rarity.
He just needed to see one go down, and he was gonna keep on letting it loose.
Shock me because he hasn't been playing for Dottie. He's been hurt. But Maxi Kleber's been a shooter. He's been a shooter. So if you know he's a shooter, it should be a hand in his face. I don't care. Make it tough for that man. Make it a contested shot instead of let him feel comfortable. Because once a shooter see one go down, another one is coming. I'm a hooper. I know. Once I see one fall, let one fall. I'm telling you, I'm pulling that motherfucker. I'm pulling.
Yeah, they left him open like five straight possessions that they were just giving him in that corner.
Right.
After that second one, I would call a timeout immediately. I'm like, yo,
why?
We gotta shut this down.
Once Luka and Kyrie see, Maxi just got hot for 3. Oh, let me give him one more. Oh, he just hit another one. I could take 3 minutes off right quick because I know in the fourth quarter I gotta score 50 points. So let me get him 5 threes right quick. Like that shit is unacceptable, bro. That's all I'm saying. That's why PJ Tucker needs to be on the floor. So it could be some type of intensity, some type of aggression, and we can get some type of fast pace. I do Terrence Mann.
So let me ask y'all this as like purely Clipper fans, because I'm an Orlando fan, so I have no dog in this fight. But I do want to ask y'all, do y'all think that Ty Lue is getting outcoached in this series?
Yes, he's getting way outcoached. And the reason why
I don't know if you call it ice coach or you just call it consistent, Monty. He's consistently doing the same thing.
I don't think he's getting outcoached. Yeah, I don't think he's really getting outcoached.
I mean,
James. I think it's just consistent. He's doing the same shit. Go ahead, Monty.
After the first game, he's getting outcoached because after the first game, right? Jason Kidd said, "Oh, we gonna go back to playing to a '90s style of basketball." And look what happened. We lost games 2 and 3 by them going back to playing their way. You feel what I'm saying? Like, come on, like Tyronn Lue gotta be smarter. Once we see that they going on a run, we need to get timely stops, or we need to tell PG, "Hey PG, you dribbling too much. You keep doing the same move on 3 possessions. Why are you dribbling under your legs and shooting, waiting for a step back every time? Drive the basketball." Tyronn Lue don't hold, to me, it don't look like he held nobody accountable. Kawhi, you should have been talking at the game. Man, look, this is what I see.
Yeah, I don't like how quiet he is.
He's
on
so
that bench.
He's
quiet.
way too
That's
quiet.
why
He's way too quiet.
That's why
Okay. Guess what? Kawhi is still leading. He leading in the future. Our next team. All y'all keep blaming our players. It ain't our players. I don't blame y'all. Be blaming PG. Y'all blaming Harden. I don't do that.
Clip game. Whatever you talking about, the Clippers got outplayed yesterday. No ifs, ands, or buts. They got outplayed.
I listened to y'all for 20 fucking minutes. I listened to y'all for 20 minutes. I only come and ask for 2 minutes. I listen to y'all for 20 minutes. Let me get 2 minutes. That's all I ever talk. I don't even talk long. All right. I don't blame my players like y'all doing. I'm not jumping the ship like y'all doing. Yes, there is a coaching issue. Yes, we do have
You're
rotation
not
problems.
jumping the
But
ship.
you know what? We not spent millions of dollars to get the problems to handle Kawhi being injury prone. If you want to say that, okay. We
JM,
solved that problem. We solved that. No, let me hold up. Now I gotta listen to y'all talk. I only talk for 2 minutes flat. You could time me.
only 2
Let me get my
minutes. Are
2
you sure?
minutes. Yo, yes, I'm positive.
Let us
3
talk. He
minutes
would have
at the
said that.
most. But y'all gotta keep talking. See, I can't never finish. I just want to get in and get the hell out. That's it. Our problem is we play with no consistency. I said this all the way at the All-Star game. We don't play like a team. The real issue is when there is a problem sometime when you put a bunch of individual stars on one team. It's really simple. It's not Harden had a bad game. He didn't have a bad game. That was totally wrong. He was the most consistent player we had. Zoo played good. The problem is our strongest strength is our deep bench. Once you limit that to 7 players, that eliminates that. When Harden is the only player in NBA history who been to the playoffs 15 years in a row. Only player. He is
And
not
never
the
won.
problem. Yeah, but so what? But he has experience. So what he didn't win? There's a lot of teams with players who ain't never won nothing. People roll for the Mavs and nobody won nothing. So what? Right?
JM,
Mavs. Right, no, let me finish. I told you keep cutting me off. I'm down to I only want 3 minutes. You keep stopping me. I gotta start the clock over. Now just let me hear me out, and I'm gone. Y'all can
You
keep
said
talking
2
about what
minutes,
I'm talking
JM.
about.
You
Come
said
on, but you
2.
keep stopping. Every time you talk, you stop the clock and it start over. Let me get my 3 minutes and get the hell out of here. Right? Our issue is deeper with anybody, one of y'all seen. Our issue is there are players on our team who are waiting to be re-signed. Right? You got Kawhi with 3 years already re-signed. Ty
oh
is
my
not
God.
re-signed. PG, yeah, it's real life. This not PlayStation. We just signed Kai Jones, somebody who came out of nowhere to a multi-million-dollar year. Now, I'm ask yourself, in real life, you on a team, you working, you at your job. This other dude just got promoted, right? And you did not get promoted. Do you not think that's going to fuck with your mental? Of course it is. Yes, they don't care. They look like they don't care sometimes. You know why? Because time is running out. The clock running out. If we lose, they definitely not being resigned, right? So that's a lot of pressure. I'm thinking about the human aspect, not no PlayStation game. We got 3 people, especially our coach, who wondering if they're going to be paid, right? When you watch a rookie come in and get a multi-year, Kawhi yes, that is a big factor. It's more than just them hitting shots. With us not hitting shots is the reason why we're not winning. Our offense is so simple. I'm almost done. I got 30 seconds left. Our offense is so simple, right? That if our shots dropping, we go to ISO. Right? If our shots not falling, we can't use ISO. 5 years in a row, we've been the highest three-point shooting percentage in the league. 5 years in a row, we've been the highest ISO percentage in the league. You know what that means? There is no plan B. Right? I don't blame our players. Everybody have bad nights. So what? But if they was in a better position to win, like post up Tice, like post up Plumlee, how about posting up people? We got Big Zoo. How about trying posting up? Right? How about not just using ISO and not just using 3-point shots? How about playing regular basketball like everybody else do? How about that? So I'm not blaming our players. They're not in the right position to win. And I hope we win. Of course, I hope we win. But at the same time, if we lose, we can start the fuck over. That's it.
So which side are you on, Jay?
Man,
You playing 2 sides.
man,
Do you
JM,
want the
look,
solution
right,
or
I'm
the
look,
on the future. I'm on the
hey,
future.
JM,
That's the side
hey,
I'm on.
Hey, damn, right? We ain't playing no video. This is real life. Like we are real fans. We are really tuned in, right? So I'm gonna say this. You
Right.
saying, oh, the team, oh, they building it for the future, or Kawhi is gonna lead the future team. This is probably gonna be the best team Kawhi is gonna have since he's been a Clipper.
No, it's not. No,
It is
no,
to me.
no.
It is. He's not
I
gonna get.
I
He's
gotta
not
stop
gonna
you
get.
right there.
He's
Hold on,
not.
JM. Hold on, JM. You
Hold
want
on,
everybody
hold
to be
on,
quiet? Let him
JM.
talk.
Hold on, JM. He's
Fair
not
enough.
gonna get. He's not gonna get a better team than 4 Hall of Famers. And right now, last night, James Harden and Paul George were not thinking about no fucking contract that Kawhi Leonard got in the summertime. Nobody's thinking about. We already know Kawhi is him. This is his team. Of course, they're gonna extend Kawhi because he's the best player. We know that. They should be planning for if they want to play for future contracts and they want money, you should be planning it. Extend your time. Win the story, go on to the next story. Show why you should be getting signed. Show why you should be getting these dollars. That's what we saying. It's a difference between blaming a player. Oh, I put the blame on such. No, we're holding these players accountable as you should. You want to know why? Because they're grown fucking men. They're not little kids. They're grown men getting paid millions of dollars to do a job. You get what I'm saying? You feel me? Like, and
Yeah.
consistency, that matters. And you saying James Harden, he been in the league 15 years, he been in the playoffs, he been losing every year. He been
He didn't
losing.
have no team. He didn't have no team. He had bad coach. Like again, I also said,
He didn't have
How
I
teams.
can you
also
say that?
said this. No team in NBA history has won with a shooting guard who's supposed to be your primary scorer. Harden never choked on the Nets. He never choked freaking Sixers. You know what happened? The coach, he was a shooting guard. He was a point guard, mind you, right? When you use a point guard to turn him into the primary scorer, it will never work. It's people before Harden who not lost. Harden ain't the only one. That's bad coaching. He's a point guard. Now you want him to bring him here and play the point guard, and then a PG or whatever not hitting. You want him to score 40 points? We're not going to win. We're not going to win either way. The best way we wanted a point guard. Harden is really a shooting guard who could play point guard. We wanted a point guard. We brought Russ in. Russ is really a shooting guard who could play point guard. We still don't have a point guard.
He's not a shooting guard. He's a point guard. He's not a
No,
shooting
he's
guard.
what you call them step back threes. What Harden
He's
known
not.
for?
No, I'm not talking
What
about
he
James Harden.
known
I'm talking
for?
about Russell Westbrook.
Westbrook is a
I'm
combo
talking about
guard. He
Westbrook.
can play both.
Yeah, Westbrook
Yeah,
is a
Russ could play
combo
both.
guard, but he's a point guard.
Yeah, right. Russ could play both. You're right. Russ can play both. But you know his strongest feature? Because I like Russ. Russ' strongest feature is ISO. He'll take anybody off the dribble. And that is his strongest feature. And the fact that he could take anybody off the dribble, he will collapse any defense. And yes, he will find anybody to get the ball to. But if you take away his ability to get to the rim, and he's not a jump shot shooter. He's never been a jump shot shooter. His whole offense, his whole style is he attacks. And when you attack, you're going to draw defenders. You got to dump it off to the center. That's what he's best at. He's not good at half court. He never been good at half court. Never.
I don't know about
I
that.
will say, if Westbrook could
know
knock
about
down that 15, if Westbrook could knock down that 15 and 18 for the mid range like he used to back in the day, if he had that on this
that's
team,
what I'm saying, JM.
that's a different
That's
conversation.
what I'm saying. I don't know what Westbrook you was watching, but he definitely had a mid
No,
range.
I've been watching
He's never been a lethal shooter from three. He's never been that in his
Yeah,
career.
that's true. But that mid
That's
range,
his
though,
problem.
His mid
That's
range,
his problem.
his mid range was cool. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm
Yeah.
just saying we not going. We can't say, oh, we putting blame on these players. We just holding them accountable.
I don't.
Like,
I said
we
I
holding
don't put
accountable.
blame on them. If they had a better coach, right? I'll put this like this, right? We got so many stars on our team, right? We got more stars than any other team in the NBA. Any other team, we got 4 Hall of Famers, right? How is it we still look the same before Harden and Russ got here? How is that possible?
Wait, so
How is it?
if you don't mind me asking you a question, okay, so
in the off chance that the Clippers, and I'm not saying that they will, but on the off chance they do happen to lose in the first round for whatever reason, what coach do you think would suffice to coach 4 Hall of Famers with this bench? Who would you go after?
I don't think there's a coach alive who could coach 4 different players who has 4 different styles of play. I don't think there's a coach alive. Unless we go get Phil Jackson. We go get Phil Jackson. Yeah, Phil Jackson.
It is a coach.
Phil Jackson. Phil Jackson is the only one. Phil Jackson.
Hold on. All you got to do is play defense, bro. If we play defense, we beat Dallas in 4 games already.
No, Ty not a defensive coach.
Ty ain't. But the man on the bench, the same dude that you was praising 2 months ago, JM, about his defensive coaching is already on the bench. The same guy you just praised 2 months ago.
I said that before you said
that's
it.
what I'm saying.
I've been saying it. I said that before you said it. Our coach.
That's what I'm telling you. I've been saying for 2 years we don't play no defense.
I said the coach from Miami that's on our bench came from Spoelstra. You know what Spoelstra do? You know that they use our young stars. They use the rookies. So yes, I always thought that one thing the Clippers got. See, I'm a Clipper fan. Right? You just come along and you liking the Clippers. I've been a Clipper fan before Kawhi got here. I just got a double win because I'm a Clipper fan, and plus I have my favorite players on my team. I can tell you this about the Clipper style. Clippers hire in-house coaches. That's what they do. They don't get nobody from outside. So that's how Ty Lue got his job in the first place. He was already on the bench when Doc Rivers got fired. So was Brian Shaw. So was the other dude that went to Portland Blazers. He played for Denver Nuggets.
Yeah, Chauncey.
Yeah, Chauncey Billups. So the likes of the odds is we need to pick up the dude from him, because you know what he's gonna do? He's gonna use our bench like every other coach do. We got the only coach in the freaking league who only think that we're gonna win with our veteran players. Am I wrong?
Yeah, but the problem is, JL, what you said is not true. If I was coaching this fucking team, or Dan Craig was coaching this fucking team, or any other defensive first like Spoelstra coaching his team, they would be winning with these same 4 Hall of Famers that you said they can't win with. Yes, they would.
I didn't say that.
Yes,
I said we need a new coach. Don't change my words.
You just said
we need a coach. I said the backup coach. I said we need a backup. I've been saying that. I said the backup coach. Don't change my words. I know what I said. I've been saying I would
said no coach can win with 4 Hall of Famers. That's what you just said.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. There. You right. Now there ain't no coach out there we can get. You right. I did say that. There's no coach out. It takes a special coach to even handle multiple personalities. And the one I named was Phil Jackson. He did it with Kobe and Shaq. He did it with Michael Jordan and the rest of his team. He's special. The next person we got up is the one who came from Spoelstra. If Spoelstra coached our team right now, we've been had rings. Because you know why? He uses the rookies. He uses the youth. If we had Nuggets coach, we've been winning right now. You know why? Because he uses the youth. He uses the bench, right? The coaches that only use stars is dinosaurs. It's only Ty Lue and it's Doc. Even Boston fired their coach, but that was a certain circumstance. Even Houston got another coach. That's why they're looking good. Guess what? They're playing all rookies, right? Even OKC coach is using their rookies. Even Jason Kidd is using his rookies. How come we got the only coach that refuses to use our rookies? How was that?
You'll never get an argument out of me. I feel the same way about Tyler. We got G Leaguers. I don't know if Chris, you're Orlando Magic fan. I don't know if you know this or not. Our G Leaguers, our youth that we drafted, right? Our G Leaguers, they won the G League championship. So they was the best youth group out of the youth league. And we can't put none of them on the court, man. Come on, man. What the fuck are we talking about, man? What are we doing here? Jagger, you're right. But there's other coaches in the league, like Jerry Jack. He's a coach on the Hawks bench. Mm-hmm. He was a tough, hard-nosed player as a point guard when he played. Mm. He will be a hard nosed coach just like Dan Craig would. There's coaches out there, JM, just because we can't name them because we have 9 to 5s and we own businesses and we don't sit around and look at the computer all day to see 900
No,
assistants per
no,
team.
no, I'm more than that.
There's coaches
I'm
out
more
there.
than that.
Yeah.
But
I'm
just
more than that.
because we can't name them don't mean they're not out there though.
Right.
You're right, but I'm more than that. That's why I've been rooting for Daniel Craig the whole time, because I know who Daniel Craig is. I'm more than just a freaking fan, fam. I know these people. Like Daniel Craig came from a foundation that is not scared to use our talent. We got talent on the bench that been sitting on the bench since Ty been the coach, while every last team around us has got trust in their fucking rookies. Or they 1 year star. Even Jason Kidd is proving it.
I agree with that 100%. I think we all agree with that.
But the only it's
Jason
not.
Kidd proving it.
But we gonna boil it down. Like I don't feel like it's a lot on our bench that we could really play with other than my boy Coffee or my boy Bones Highland. Like if you go to the
Coffee not
it's
even
not
the best one. Coffee not the best one. Have you seen Boston Junior play? Have you seen Moon play? Man, you ain't seen our bench, fam. Our young stars is nice.
But I've seen them. They nice, but they're not NBA ready right now. Brandon Boston,
Nah, yeah, both of y'all.
That's
hold on, both of y'all right. Both of y'all right. Monty's right. But what he's saying, Monty, is we didn't develop them in the regular season for the past 2 or 3 years. And Monty, you're right saying Monty. Hold on, Jay. Monty's right by saying they ain't playoff ready. They should be playoff ready, like JM is saying. But what Monty's saying, they ain't ready, so we can't. Both of y'all right, but it all points to the fucking coach.
Nah, it's not only the coach, right? But that sounds like that's something with the organization. You telling me Brandon Boston been here and he's a shot creator and he can help out a team, but you're not developing him to be a star young player? How when he came out of college, when he came out of high school or college, he was a star player coming out. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you saying Moon? I know Xavier Moon. I know him too, but they're not play ready right now. The reason why I say Bones Highland and I say Amir Coffee, they can help right now. They both can help right now. Those are the young stars that can help like right now. So when you say the bench, we don't really have much on the bench. I like Abate. He's cool, but he's undersized. He's small. I feel like we wasted a draft pick on Kobe Brown. Kobe Brown, he's okay, but we could have drafted somebody better because we needed some size at the 4. You feel me? Primo was on the bench, but he didn't play a lick. And then you talking about Kai Jones. Kai Jones ain't even been on the floor yet. So it's just like it's only so much they can go to after they go to Russ, Norman Powell. That's why I said PJ Tucker. That's a piece defensively that
y'all
we
just
need.
needed some energy, last night. Because I'm not gonna lie, Auden and PG looked like they didn't have no kind of energy.
Can I make a point? Can I make a point, please? Can I make a point?
Go ahead.
I'm gonna be honest, man. We're in a day and age where coaches is really getting blamed a lot for these players. Let me just finish my point. Let me just finish my point, right, y'all? Why you think there's categories with this GOAT shit? Why you think there's categories with certain level of players when it comes to Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, even if he did lose this year, Curry, and certain players, and then you have another selective of players, right? Because it's certain things in certain situations that you're gonna be in that sometimes the coach cannot help you with. You gotta get that done. You gotta get that done. That's what separated Kobe.
That's not true.
And that is true. It is true. That is that is true. And I'm not and JM. Hold on. I'm not saying y'all wrong. Coaches is a big stamp on the game, 100%. I get that, but it still boiled down to the guys that's on the court and the high level IQ players, right? Some no, hold on. Sometimes you gotta put the team on your back, man. And sometimes if you feel like the coach ain't doing right, you will orchestrate shit like how Kobe used to do, how MJ used to do. You gotta orchestrate that shit. Nah, I'm gonna get my team this win. I ain't having that.
Right.
Nah. Mm-mm.
That's when you call it
Let
audible.
me pause you real quick. Let me pause you real quick. MJ,
That's when you call it audible.
It took MJ 6 years to do what you just saying. MJ put the team on his back for 6 freaking years. Right? Couldn't win till Phil Jackson came. Kobe put the team on his back for how many years? Until the
Yeah, that's
real coach
facts. You can't
said,
argue that.
you know
Yeah,
what?
he
You
right.
need a team. You need a team. There is no team in NBA history who ever won relying on one player. You can't find that.
I agree with you, but
Okay,
no,
so
but he's just
no,
saying
no,
certain
JM,
stretches. He's saying
that's
certain stretches.
JM, that's a good point. Let me elaborate back for that, right? The 2016 Cavaliers, they had the same coach that we had. I'm just saying, right? They had the same coach that we had. LeBron James and the same guy that beat us yesterday, Kyrie Irving, they got it done in 7. They got it done.
Yeah.
With the same coach. It doesn't matter if y'all calling the same coach bad, but they got it done with that coach. They got it done with
That
him.
took a lot. You missing out a lot of factors that went into that one. One, Draymond got kicked out. 2, Andre, the other dude they
Yo,
had. The other
accountability skills. Y'all accountability skills is very bad, man. Y'all accountability skills for these players is horrible.
JM,
It's
that's
horrible.
Draymond got kicked out. And their best player, the other dude who start with an A. The other dude start with an A got hurt. Now you got that's a lot of question marks with that one.
No. So my thing is, so going back to the Cavaliers side, though, if we're going to just stick to 2016, the Cavaliers had their own problems in that series as well. We don't talk about Harrison Barnes elbowing Kevin Love in Game 2, which he didn't even play in Game 3. So the Golden State Warriors had an ample opportunity to go up three games to 0 with no Kevin Love on the floor. On top of that, in Game 6, Stephen Ezeli stepped on Kyrie's foot, which hampered him going into Game 7 as he had a sprained ankle. So we can't say that, the Warriors had all these problems, but we ignore the Cavaliers' problems. No, the Cavaliers had their own separate problems in that series. Regardless, Kyrie, LeBron, Ty Lue, and the boys said, yo, we're not losing this game no matter what. It's not our job to worry about what's going on.
That's cap.
That's a good point right there.
That's cap because Ty Lue didn't win that series. Everybody seen on TV, on live TV
he helped them win
with
that series,
LeBron. Man, LeBron took the clipboard. Everybody seen on TV, LeBron took the clipboard. They only won because
JM, you don't remember that game? JM, you don't remember that game when Kyrie and LeBron had more beef?
You're not doing enough.
Hey, JM, just by you saying that, right? Just by you just saying that, right? Just by you just saying LeBron took the clipboard, right? Like you was saying, right? Some players, they have that, like you saying, like we're not losing this game. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Shaquille O'Neal, they go to another level. You understand what I'm saying? That's what separates them in greatness. And Kawhi Leonard, when he won his championships, Kawhi Leonard had some of that too. He had some of that juice. Paul George don't got that juice.
You
know what
right.
I'm saying? Like they don't want to go. They don't want to go to that next level. So what you saying? That is
right. You think Kawhi Leonard was worried about? You think Kawhi Leonard in 2019 was worried about KD going down and all? No, he got it done. That's it. No ifs, ands, or buts.
Now you saying the same thing I said from the beginning of this whole conversation. The fact that we still got to rely on Kawhi is terrible. It's terrible, right? We went and spent
I told y'all this. I told y'all this two or 3 months ago, and y'all laughed. Y'all said Kawhi not the only man on the team.
It's not. It's not related.
Hold on, one second. Hold on,
Kawhi is hurt.
I'll say this.
You know what I'm saying? Our front office went and spent millions for this day. You know what I'm saying?
Hold on, JM. I gotta say this. So can we agree that the best player is needed on the court to win?
Yes,
sir.
100%.
So if Kawhi Leonard's on the court, do y'all feel like we win the championship?
Yes.
With a healthy Kawhi, 100%.
That's what I'm saying. So what is all this other stuff we talking about? Like,
right?
What is
That's
we
it.
talking about? If the best player on the court, you're not winning. That's anybody. Like that's
right.
All this stuff, you know. Like I say with PG, man, he's done carried us See, a lot of y'all frustrated. Think how he's been feeling. He literally can't even go into a playoff with his running mate.
Mm-hmm.
Think about that. Y'all frustrated. We frustrated. Kawhi Leonard ain't even playing. What y'all think PG feeling?
Mm-hmm.
He can't count on him.
I agree about the PG, but I'm different than everybody else. Even if Kawhi plays.
Let me finish my point. This is a top 5 player, Kawhi Leonard, in the league. And if he had been healthy at least 3 of these playoffs, you're talking about
They
2
the one
championships.
championship.
You're talking
Yes.
about championships. So
Yeah.
it's just even with Harden, Harden ain't he's not a top 5, but what you brought him there for, but unless Kawhi Leonard's on the court, we're not winning a title. That's for anybody. Giannis is on the court for Milwaukee, they're not winning. Jimmy Butler, Miami, they're not winning. Like, I don't understand, like, why is that not the fact of the matter? Like, if Kawhi Leonard is not on the court, we're not winning a championship.
Nope.
I just think that
Well, I'm gonna tell you this though. You could put Kawhi on that court, and if you keep trotting out fucking Westbrook, Powell, and Harden at the same time, it's gonna be a long fucking playoffs with Kawhi. I told y'all that all year. I'm sorry, Chris. And I told y'all that all year long. I said if Ty Lue don't start prioritizing defense, it's gonna be a long playoff. And I also said Kawhi is going to have to overrule Ty's stupidity because Ty is that dumb because see, all y'all might predict certain things, but the way I predicted, nobody else predict. Kawhi is going to have to overrule Ty Lue's stupidity by saying, I'm guarding this guy when it's time to guard this guy. And I've always said that. But I promise you this, though. I promise you this, though. You put Kawhi on that court, and he trots out there, motherfucking people like Reggie Jackson, Powell, and fucking James Harden, or Westbrook, Powell, Harden. He trots out there 3 small offensive guards over and over and over. That's going to be the recipe for losing. But the key is, I thought Kawhi would overrule him, and now that Kawhi is not here, we still should be beating Dallas. That's the fucking problem. We still, like we all said, if Dan Craig was coaching, if I was fucking coaching, if Spoelstra was coaching, anybody who believed the defense first was coaching, we'd have wiped the floor of Dallas already. And everybody knows that except the fucking trolls that like to come in here and front run. Everybody fucking knows that. Everybody went in this year saying the Clippers got the most talent in the series. We knew Kawhi wasn't going to be in there. But the Mavericks fans also knew the Clippers ain't going to play the right fucking lineup, so we really ain't worried. And I was worried about that same shit. So you can put Kawhi on the court, but if Ty Lue is a fucking idiot, Kawhi is going to have to overrule that for the shit to work, which it kind of is what Monty's saying. But JM is right as well when JM says, hey, if you'd have been developing these fucking kids, a.k.a. Lively, Jay Williams, these fucking young guys that the other teams draft and turn into somebody, which means the head coach turned them into somebody, then you wouldn't have these fucking issues. So all of y'all are right. All of y'all are right about what y'all saying. BJ's right, JM right, Monty right, everybody's right. But Ty Lue, this is what got him fired in Cleveland for playing too much fucking offense. But while LeBron was there, they was bitching about this shit. And when LeBron left, obviously, that's another thing everybody fail to fucking realize. LeBron didn't leave. It was LeBron and half the fucking team who left at one time. And then Ty got fired because he wanted to keep playing his shit. But there's a lot of coaches with one fucking championship too. By having, like BJ saying, by having, the top 3 fucking player in the league, which is my only way I ever predicted the Clippers to win the championship in the first place. Nobody's ever stood up here and heard me say Ty Lue's going to coach people. Never. All y'all heard me say, damn, Thomas, Ty Lue. Yeah. Now you see why. Because you go out there in Game 6 A game 5 and you trot out 4 offensive guards at one time. Yeah, Thomas knew what he was talking about, huh? That's all it is. But you got trolls that come in here like Mass and Rubrani. They want to change all the subjects, make everybody run in circles, so all the Clipper fans fight each other. That's what they want to happen. That's the only reason they talk how they talk. They know damn well, man. They know damn well. If the Clippers was playing fucking defense the way they're supposed to play defense, this series is over in 4. They know that. They can talk all the shit they want to talk and front run and pound their chest. They know what time it is, man. They know what time it is.
Yeah, I just feel like
If you take away PG and add Kawhi, is we going through this right now?
Nope.
No, yeah, we will. Kawhi gonna have to hit 45 points every game to win, just like he did the last 2 seasons. Yes, we've been through this show before. Kawhi saved them 2 seasons.
Kawhi would do that though. But Kawhi would do that though. That's what we know.
Kawhi, hey, it's a different factor. Like I said, it ain't just like I don't blame the players. The players are human beings, like you said, right? They worried about getting paid. Like anybody would be worried about getting paid.
They not worried about that.
Yeah, but that's not what he asked you. That's not what Dennis asked.
Time is running out.
That's not what he asked you.
No, what he said. I'm sorry.
JM, that's not what he asked. The question again,
That's not what they asked.
I said,
No, okay, what's the question?
If you replace Kawhi with PG, is we in this situation?
No, replace PG with Kawhi.
We won't be in this situation. If Kawhi was in the game,
if PG was out and Kawhi was playing, is we in this boat?
No, we're not in this situation. No, we're not.
No, we're not in this boat because Kawhi gonna take over like he did 2 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
So no, if Kawhi was playing, we would still be down 0-2 like we was 2 years in a row. We still be down, but then Kawhi gonna.
I doubt that.
But see this, but guess what? This one difference about Dallas that I didn't see.
We can speculate that.
Right, but I'm saying I'm gonna look on both sides.
Because I'm
gonna look on both sides real quick.
I've already seen PG without Kawhi win a series.
Yeah, but I give PG props, BJ. You know you show them stats, but
BJ, I know you like to use that, and like I say, man, that Jazz team, that man.
So you telling me this Dallas team better than that Jazz team?
Yes, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Yes, I think so. Yes, BJ. BJ, I was not sold on that Jazz team, man.
Honestly, outside Donovan Mitchell, they didn't really have no one to create like that.
This Dallas team was not better than that Jazz team. That Jazz team was the number 1 seed in the Western Conference. No way in hell that this Dallas team.
They was a season team, BJ. They was a season team.
They were a better overall team than this Dallas team.
Man, you see what happened.
Okay, well, if that's the case, why are we all sitting here? We should win this series without Kawhi.
BJ, I'm gonna be honest with you. Hold on, Monty. Hold on, Monty. BJ, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna be honest with you, BJ. And it's video of me saying this shit, not on your stream, but on somebody else's shit. I thought Kawhi was gonna be playing, right? It wasn't until Taz came over here and say, "Hey, we should still beat them," because he was talking to Thomas. He said, "We don't need Kawhi," and I said, "You know what? We don't need Kawhi. We don't need Kawhi." But was I 100% felt like, man, we can get this done? No, because I know how we play. I know how we play. So if I already knew how we played when we got Kawhi, you think my confidence level gonna be even more when we don't have Kawhi?
It really is just the personnel. When I was really kind of looking at the Clippers, like honestly, we all know that Kawhi is a complete game changer. There's no question.
But if we go to 7 game with Kawhi, right?
Honestly, if Kawhi was on the squad and you didn't have PG, y'all probably might be up in this series 3-2.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
I think so too. I think so too.
This shit wouldn't even be fucking 6 games, man.
Yeah,
because this is the thing with all y'all right. This is what I'm saying. When I
PG's
get
just not
mad at Clipper
consistent in the
fans,
series.
all y'all right, y'all. We gotta stop letting the fucking trolls interrupt all y'all. That's why all y'all right. However, Kawhi, if Kawhi plays right, yeah, we win the series easily. But the problem is what Taz is trying to say. We don't need Kawhi because if you played the fucking defenders in game 2 and 3, we probably ain't even having this conversation, which makes
That's why.
JM right. Which makes JM right. Where JM says, "Hey, just a fucking coaching issue," and if you now you see what Jason Kidd doing, he's putting the fucking defenders on the court.
That's what
he's
trying
doing.
to say. Like, y'all try to make this a Kawhi versus PG thing. Like, this ain't even. That's not even discussion. Like, the fact of the matter is that this Dallas team is not better than our team. Yes, you could say we could beat them without Kawhi, but we making this like a dip between the players. And it's really just common sense. Like, we won 2 games without Kawhi on the court just simply off of playing defense, moving the ball, and actually keying on and playing our game. So now this is what happens with PG and PG or Harden has a bad game. They ain't shit, but they have a great game. I'm through doing that.
When our shots not falling, we look fucking lost out there because we're a jump shot shooting
Who
team.
does that go on? Who does that go on? Who makes the game plans up? Who makes the offensive schemes up? Who puts the rotations out there? I know it's a fucking problem. So we got to put a name
What
on
shit?
it.
Hey.
Hey, BJ. You can't be going after players and saying it's their fault. They ain't coaching.
Hey, BJ, well, shit. If we said this, then hey, why is we going in thinking that something gonna be different? Well, we see the shit play out all through the season, right? And like I said, when Thomas was talking about the defense, and I told Thomas, we don't have a defensive-minded coach. He like offense. I agree. So if you think, like I said, I know how to fall in suit. I know how to jump on board. If you say, "Hey man, just let's see it play out," I'm willing to do it. I'm willing to keep my comments to myself, not be a Debbie Downer. I'm willing to fall in suit, BJ. But like I said, that's not T. Lue. You know what T. Lue was thinking when he got Harden? We gonna outscore all these fucking teams.
And
the
that's the
same way
problem.
Brooklyn Nets was thinking. We gonna outscore all these teams.
You literally just saying the same thing.
That's been my whole fucking point all year long.
You saying the same thing.
No, that's true. I agree with that. They definitely relied on a lot of talent this season. I could say that for sure.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, you saying the same. You saying the same thing everybody else on here is saying. Tom has been saying this. And see, people get mad. Tom has been yelling. And you know what? I ain't gonna say Ty Lue. I'm gonna lay off. I'm gonna let Thomas. You say what you've been saying since you say what you've been saying the whole time.
Me too. Me too.
This the problem. This the problem the whole time. This the problem the whole time. Everybody knows we play 2 seasons, right? Regular season, postseason, right? Everybody loves to hate on certain players because of postseason, right? But then some people love to overhype people because of regular season, right? So we got 2 different seasons. We all can agree to that. All year long. This goes back to last year for all the Westbrook fans. No shot at Monty. Monty, I love you, my dog. No shot at you. If you're still listening, if he's up here. I never wanted a fucking point guard. Never. I wanted defense. I don't give a fuck if it was T-Man and Pascal, if it was T-Man and OG and Anobi, if it was T-Man fucking Coffee. And this is another thing a lot of people fail to realize about this show. Me and BJ have it out sometimes. Y'all just don't know about it because y'all ain't around. We got each other's stuff on the way. We go at it in heated conversations the same way I go at it with y'all. If we play defense first, remember the realist, vouch for me right here. Because when you right, I tell you right. So I need you to vouch for this. Monty, if you here, y'all remember this. We was 0-6. And everybody said, Thomas, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? Why would you want Ty Lue to be fired already? Guess what? Fast forward the tape. Game 5 in LA. We just put the Mavericks in the fucking in a trick bag. We just humiliated them. We just took their soul away from them. Went back to LA after they thought they was up. Game 5. We tried out 4 offensive guards. Here's the key though. If Ty Lue gets fired while we 0-6, that means Westbrook would have kept starting. If Westbrook stayed in that lineup, we kept losing. Ty Lue gets fired early. If he gets fired early, Dan Craig, I'm assuming, takes over the interim coach. Dan Craig starts playing all this defense. When he starts playing all the defense, the season's going to turn around. We're going to be in the playoffs either way because Kawhi is healthy, right? But if Ty Lue's fired, we're not watching a game 5 with 4 offensive guards on the court trying to guard PJ Washington, Luka Doncic, Kyrie Irving, Max Cleveland. We're not watching this shit. That's why I wanted this man fired when he was 0-6, and I don't care if it makes people mad. That what's right is right, what's wrong is wrong. If he's fired when we 0-6, we don't look at this shit right now. Dan Craig goes into game 5 last night, and it'll be all defenders on the court, and that probably makes Monty happy because Westbrook is probably one of those fucking defenders who's on the court. With T-Man, with Paul George, and Kawhi's out, obviously, but back then we didn't know that. But we going into game 5 with defense, and that might fucking include fucking Coffee or PJ Tucker. But like one of y'all had a good point, I didn't think about it. I'm not perfect, so I'm gonna give one of y'all credit. PJ Tucker would have countered PJ Washington's aggression, and whoever said that was right. He will counter that aggression, and that will calm their toughness down, right? So if Ty Lue was fired, Dan Craig was 99.9% gonna be the coach, and defense was gonna be our MO, not offense, which is under Ty Lue. And we're not having this fucking conversation of T-Man and Coffee playing 20 minutes while Kyrie and Luka having a field day. We're not having this conversation. You only having this conversation because that goofy ass coach on the fucking sideline that I've been telling y'all about all year long. Y'all said, Thomas, why you want it fired? Don't you want us to win? That's not a real fan. No. A real fan sees the bigger picture.
I've seen
and we don't have this conversation right here that we have. The bigger picture is defense first. And we're not having this conversation. But see, the problem is we let people on the panel because our host is cool as fuck and lets everybody talk. He lets everybody come on the panel. They start trolling this fucking garbage nonsense around. Oh, it's Paul George's fault one day. Next day it's Westbrook's fault. Next day it's Harden's fault. Next day it's Paul George's fault. Next day it's Kawhi's fault. Next day it's Cinderella's fault. Next day it's Hillary Clinton's fault. Next day it's Donald Trump's fault. They running y'all in fucking circles. And that's why I say we got to stand up. You got to stop letting them change the subject. That's why every time they go on the panel, they never say, hey, Thomas, let's do it. No. They say, hey, Doris, let me ask you a question. Hey, Elise, let me ask you a question. Hey, BJ, let me ask you a question. Hey, Tone. Hey, Doris, hey, this, hey, that. They know I'm going to fight that shit. But they can change the subject with everybody else. They fucking fall for the shit. Because they want y'all to beef with each other. Why? What I've been saying all year, my second point. They fucking scared of playoff Kawhi Leonard. They're terrified of that motherfucker. They only fucking hope. Hold on, Jam. Their only fucking hope is Kawhi gets hurt. That's all they wish for. That's all they can wish for. That's the only fucking hope.
Well, yeah.
So what do they do? They come on here. They run around in circles. They just run around in circles. I understand it shouldn't matter, JM. But if Ty Lue is fired, we ain't having this goofy ass conversation.
We not.
I agree. I agree. Dallas calls another break. They call another break with Kawhi being hurt, and I hate it. I really, like I said, even when they was even when they was putting the camera on them, last night, it's just it's bad, but like I say, man, this is going game 7 for some sick ass reason, they gonna get the win tomorrow. And like me and BJ said, you know, after game, what was it, BJ? Well, yeah, after game 3, we said they gonna win game 4, but we worried about game 5. So they
No,
gonna
that's
win
what you.
tomorrow.
Hold on. The real. I said that, but you said it first.
But
You said that shit first.
I'm just saying though, they gonna win tomorrow. So I don't even plan on watching the game. Like I said, I got shit to do. So I'm gonna be more focused on that game 7. They better get it
Yo,
done. They better get it
honestly,
done.
like I said this at the All-Star game when I already seen the problems. The problem really is you got 3 people who ain't been paid. Only one person has been paid, and they just brought in another young kid who been paid. That is one hell of an issue. One hell of an
JM, you
issue,
know,
and
JM, that's not.
you
That's
can
to me.
ignore it. You
That's
you
not.
can ignore it all you
That's
want.
not it. That's not an
Yes,
issue
it,
for. That's
it
not an issue
is. If
for.
you
It's not. James Harden been
Yes,
getting
it is.
paid his
If
whole
you a human
career.
being,
Russell
okay,
Westbrook
let me
and
put
Paul
this in your.
George been getting paid.
No, hold
They been
on, I
getting
didn't
paid their
finish.
whole
I just want
career.
1 second.
That doesn't make
No,
sense,
if
bro.
if you a human being, watch this in human terms. Human terms. You a human being. You working hard at your job, right? There's one person just get signed to another contract. You working hard. You and
Yes,
your 2
yes, yes.
homeboys
We know where
working
you're
hard.
going with it.
Okay,
Yes,
hold
yes, yes.
JM,
You're right.
JM,
Yes,
JM, I understand. I
yes.
understand that if you working a desk job or if you working at
Uh,
Burger King, yes, we understand that.
That's a
what
good
Monty's
logic.
saying is, what Monty's
We're not.
saying is, JM, he do not believe PG is out there thinking about some contract. That's all Monty's saying. He
You
don't
think he
believe
ain't?
he's out there
Hold
thinking that.
Okay,
on,
and
the
guess
really,
what?
hold on,
Guess what?
hold on,
Time
He
will
already said he didn't care about that.
J-
He already said
no,
that's
hold
not
Yeah,
a
on.
I
topic.
know. You think that's true? Time running out. If
I
we
mean, I don't
lose,
know.
They not.
We hey
They
JM,
not.
time running out.
They not.
we don't know what he's
Time's
thinking.
not doing the
I
contracts though.
know.
That's
We
what
don't
it's
I
know.
going
know.
Hey
straight.
JM,
The
we don't
really,
know what he's out there thinking.
I
But
do.
Monty just
I
said we
the
know.
do
really.
not believe, and really I don't think, because that'll be some
Yeah,
crazy shit.
the
You
the
out here
realest.
playing
I
the game, but
know.
you
They're
thinking about
not
a
the
contract,
realest.
Yeah.
huh?
Yes.
It,
Yes.
they
I
not.
know. Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
JM.
That
Okay,
plays
JM.
a
Hey,
factor.
Let's
hold
play
on.
your
Yes.
Tom,
game.
I
hold
know
on.
that
J,
Hey,
for a
Tommy,
fact.
hold on.
let's play
Tommy,
your
hold
game
on.
then.
Tommy,
He
hold on.
would
Hold
play
on.
like a
Tom,
superstar and get a supermax contract then, JM. He wouldn't lay down
Right,
then.
right.
According to
Why?
what you're
No,
saying,
Why?
he'd
because
play like a fucking Hall of Famer.
when you
Hey,
because when
Thomas,
you
what he be wanting to shoot every damn time, right? He be
yeah, that
yeah,
that
no,
that
because
that that
no,
doesn't make
that
Exactly.
no
shit
sense.
fucks up your
It
mental.
don't make. It don't make. It
It
just
fucks
don't.
up your
It don't.
mental. That shit fuck
It
up
just
your mental.
no.
It
It
fucks up
to me
your
it doesn't.
mental.
Well, he
It
can't be
But
does.
that
I can
fucking
see.
weak. Stand up, be a man, and go
Hey
get 40.
Tommy.
Yeah,
Hey Tommy.
it
Hold on.
fucks up your
Hold on.
mental.
I can. Hey,
That shit
Go
hold on.
ahead,
I
Munch.
can see.
Go ahead, Munch.
I can see if this is your 4th year and you trying to reach a contract or you're going to free agency or something. These got Paul George and got paid from 3 different franchises. James Harden got paid for multiple franchises. They don't care about money. They are rich. They know
Do
that
you
money is
actually
good.
believe that? Do you actually believe that? Do you know how much?
JM.
Do you know how much Harden is expecting? Harden is expecting $50 million this summer. You think it don't affect him that Kawhi the only one got signed, and now they just signed Kai Jones for a multi-year? You think that ain't affected them?
JM.
They don't know if
JM.
they getting
JM.
paid. Not
JM.
only, hey,
This
watch
is what I.
this. Watch this. Hold
JM.
on. Let me finish. Let me
JM.
finish. Let me
JM.
finish.
Hold on.
Let
No,
me
JM.
finish.
You didn't
No,
talk.
no,
Let me.
no. I didn't
JM.
finish
Let
what
me
I was
talk.
saying.
Let me.
No,
JM. Let me
if
talk.
you
You
think,
keep saying the
if
same
you
thing.
think,
You
if
keep
you
saying the
think
same
that
thing. What
you
the
don't
fuck?
know if you about to get paid doesn't affect you, you're not a human being.
Bruh, I
JM on
understand,
the
bruh.
floor.
You
Hey,
can
wait, JM, you actually thinking PG is thinking this shit during the game?
bruh.
Yes, yes, he doing a
Okay.
podcast.
The
Why
realest
you think he
Tom.
doing
Munchie,
a podcast?
if he
Yeah.
feel like that,
Why
man,
you
we
think he
can't
doing
we
a
can't we
podcast?
can't take it
JM.
away
Yeah,
from him, Munchie.
yeah,
If he feel
yeah,
like
JM,
that.
explain game
yeah,
4 then.
Hold
yeah,
on, the
Explain
realest.
game
Hold
4.
on,
Go ahead, Munch.
yeah.
hold on. The realest.
That game four was a
Hold on.
lucky ass game for his ass.
The
He
realest.
does
Hold
that.
on.
But
The
just to
realest. Hold
me,
on. Hold on, Monty.
Kai Jones, somebody nobody never heard of, just got signed to a multi-year deal. You think
Yeah,
that ain't
that's
fucking
fucking
up?
pennies though. That's pennies though. It ain't got nothing to do with Paul
No
George money.
part, but no. Kai Jones, nobody know who Kai Jones is, and he just got
let Monty
signed.
go, JM. Let Monty go. Let Monty go.
Hold
Y'all
on.
crazy, man.
I get what you saying and all that. I get the assumptions and all that, but that just sounds dumb as hell. You think
Yeah, I
James Harden
know.
and Paul George, they're not worried about no fucking. They not worried
Yeah,
about no
okay.
fucking Kai Jones. You think they
So
worried
you ain't
about
worried
Kai
about
Jones?
losing your job. So you ain't worried about losing your job. You ain't worried
JM,
about
hold
that.
on. JM, can you let me talk? Can you let me talk, bro? For real.
You go
Look,
for it. Go
listen.
for it.
Listen. You talking about me? I'm a regular human being that works a 9 to 5.
No.
Of course. No, listen. Hold on. You trying to cut me off? Of course, I'm worried about my job. You feel me? But these are guys that's been getting paid for years. We're talking about Hall of Famers. They're not in game 3. Oh, Paul George not in game 3, game 4. Oh, let me think about why he dribbling up the court. Oh, Kawhi just got paid $50 million. I'm
Right.
thinking about he's not doing that.
Yeah, right.
Like I'm
That's
a
all we
user.
saying. That's all we saying, JM. We don't think he's out
But
there
guess
thinking
what?
about this.
But guess what? Some people shoot up their job, right? Some people shoot up their job when they don't get paid. Some people do worry about that shit. Because people shoot up their jobs and they workers in real life. They ain't get
Bruh, you
paid,
talking
and this
about
other dude got paid. Some people
but
take that shit
JM,
personal.
you're talking about
Yeah. That's a
you're
big
talking
difference,
about
JM.
guys
That's a
that
big.
they're not
I know
they're
what
not
you
making
trying to go
sense.
with it, JM. But yeah,
It's not
I don't think you
it's
can
not
use that in this
you can't
situation,
use
man.
that. That's why when
All
you
right.
talk when it don't make sense, I can't
In
really
this
understand
situation,
it.
JM. In this situation.
So when they don't
I
get,
can't really
so when
understand
they
that.
don't get re-signed, all right. So when they get fired, when they don't get re-signed, then you gonna say, "Damn, JM was right." When they don't get re-signed,
Hold on. You want me
Not necessarily. Not
hold
necessarily.
on. You want me to tell you? Hold on. You tell to answer his question. To answer his question, you want me to tell you why I won't be surprised if they don't get re-signed? You want me to tell you why? If they don't get the contract? Because motherfucker, you got swept in the first round. You ain't show up in game 2, game 3, and game 5. That's why you're not getting your contract. It's not
right?
gonna lead me to nothing. So that's your answer
Yeah,
right
that's
there.
true.
But it's gonna
Exactly.
lead
So
you. It's gonna lead you to. How come PG got all these skills? How come Harden got all these skills? How come all of a sudden we had to? Mind you, I said this after the All Star game. I'm not just saying this now. I said that 50 games ago. Yo, this is causing a problem with our team. Now, if I just make this shit up right now, you can hold me to everything you said. But the fact that if BJ rewind this tape all the way to when Kawhi got signed and we started our slide, I said, yo, there's inside issues. You got one person who got signed, they didn't get signed. And insult on the injury. Insult, watch this.
causing no friction.
Insult on
That's
the
not causing no
injury.
friction.
Right, watch it. Insult on the injury, right? Salt on the wound, all of that. Out of nowhere, they signed Kai Jones to a
Bro,
they keep
they're
on.
not worried about no fucking Kai
JM.
No,
Jones.
you think they
They're
will?
not
You
worried
think they
about no
worried about
fucking
losing
Debating
their
two
Kyrie.
job?
different things.
They're not worried about
JM,
no
JM.
fucking
I think
Kyrie.
we debating two different things.
Hey, you right. You right. Go
JM,
ahead.
JM.
Go ahead.
JM, I agree 100% with you. PG probably did feel some type of way, which is, hey, it's only human. It's only
Right.
human to
It's
feel that way.
human.
But
It's
what we
human.
saying is, but JM, listen to what we saying. We do not, and I understand you believe it. Only thing we just saying, we do not believe PG is out there on that court thinking about a contract. We don't believe it. Now,
Okay.
I can respect that you believe that. Only thing we saying is we don't believe it.
Okay. Fair
I
enough.
got a question.
Kawhi got 50 million. Like what?
So JM, you saying that PG's thinking about the money and that's on his mind. You think that's what is that what you saying?
Yes, I totally believe that. One thing about people who do podcasts, they need a way to get shit off their chest. Yeah, I do believe he thinking about that. He asks for what he thinks he deserves, right? They not honoring what he want. So on top of him asking for what he want all season, he gotta watch his homeboy get signed to a $3 million deal. Right, he got to watch all of this as a human being, not just a basketball player. They still humans, right? So he doing all of that, just like BG. You said PG-13 has been whatever you want to say, but guess what? All of them been waiting for contract extensions, not just Kawhi. All of them. Kawhi gets signed, and right after All-Star game, they went right into dysfunction, and I called it like, "Yo, there's a problem." And then on top of that, you got Kai Jones that nobody never heard of, right? He find out the next day. Damn, I didn't even
That
get
was an
signed
injury
yet.
signing though. That was an
That's
injury
concept.
signing though.
That
That wasn't
concept.
no.
What you
That wasn't
talking?
nothing.
Okay,
That
okay,
was
no,
an
no, no, no.
injury
No, no,
signing.
no. That was not an injury signing. An injury
That
signing
was an
is for
injury
10
signing because
days.
Kawhi got
No,
hurt.
it wasn't.
Kawhi
No, it
got
wasn't.
hurt.
When you get an injury signing, you get signed for 10 days to the end of the season, then they reevaluate your contract. He came in the door with a multi-million. He signed for multiple years. He's not signed for 10 days. He
They
signed for
had a roster
multiple.
spot open.
Bro, oh my God.
Yeah, but he's trying. Listen to the key words. The key words is multi-year deal, not a 10-day deal, a multi-year deal.
And JM, this is what I'm saying to you. James Harden, Paul George, Russell Westbrook are not worried about no little ass Kai Jones that got signed for a multi-million
Yeah,
deal.
no, Russ not.
Hold
No,
on,
Russ not.
hold on. Listen to what I'm saying. Hold on, listen to what I'm saying. They gonna get y'all can get y'all extension once we raise a banner. You haven't done enough, Paul George. So you can't sit right here and ask for, oh, I feel like I'm worth. Okay, you could feel that you worth like that, but in reality, you're not worth that. You got to put in more work. We have a long run for them to get an extension. If not, sign them to a 1 year or a 2 year deal. Point blank, period, bro. It's not no. They not
So
thinking
you
about
think
no
that? So
fucking.
you think
They
he
not
ain't worried
thinking about
about
no
that?
fucking money, no extensions. They got
You
money.
think that? See,
It's not like
So,
it's not a regular job. It's not no regular job. It's not none of that. It's
so,
like what?
so I want to. I mean, y'all got points. I mean, JM, I was a little confused when you first said what you said, but it's not the money aspect. It's more so the principle. Like,
okay,
I told you, I told you, you gotta look at it like from his standpoint. We came together on the team. Kawhi and PG came together on the team. PG and Kawhi played 2 playoff series together in their 5-year stint. And most of it is because Kawhi's been out. He's been out for the last 3 postseasons.
right.
And PG had to come in after 21 and take them to their first conference finals. He like, all right, Kawhi will be back the next year. He sits out the whole year. He leads them that year. PG's all by himself. The year after that, Kawhi and PG missed a lot of last year. Now we here again with Kawhi's not here again. So the person who's been having to put up with the shit every single year has been him.
You're right.
So
You're right.
It's the principal aspect. Okay, y'all pay. And remember, PG's asking for the max too. You gotta remember, he's asking for they've given him a deal, but he's asking for more money. I think he needs to take less money, but he wants to take more money. All right, whatever. But it's just a principle thing with him.
Why do you
It's
feel
like,
like you
look,
need to take less money, BJ?
because we need to sign other people. We need to sign the rest of the. You don't need to be
Right.
taking. We need more pieces, right? So you have to take less money. But I can see why he wants more. Is because I've been carrying this shit when Kawhi's been out.
Right.
I was the one that took us to the
Right.
conference finals.
Right.
I was the one.
Right.
I was the one that got in the play in as the 7th seed when Kawhi was out.
Right.
I did that. I let this
Right.
team. This year again. We don't have our big dog again.
And
you
BJ,
got people
that's human nature to feel that way.
But that's what I've been saying the same thing, BJ.
So how? But see, that's why I say, like, how could you put any more blame on PG than what he's been asked to do? He's the second
I never
option.
blame PJ.
I'm not talking about you. I'm saying, how could people expect PG to do all this when he's been the one leading the team for the last 3 years?
You know what it is? You know what it is, BJ? It's just seeing the fight in there. You know, that like I say, BJ, last night it was totally it left a bad taste, man, in people's mouth. Like we didn't see the fight there, man. Like you say, you'll be all right if you lose the fucking game. You see what I'm saying? But it was like it was so nonchalant, and we don't know what's going on in his head. We don't know what's going on.
I do. I know he's under a lot of pressure.
If PG just been aggressive, like I don't know if that was you or somebody else said it. Why do PG be aggressive? Why does it take Kawhi not playing for PG to be aggressive?
I'm gonna be honest with you, the realist. It's some people who don't matter what PG do, they're gonna still dog him. And that's just a fact.
Yeah, I don't dog him.
And we all know that. No matter what this man do, people gonna still find a problem with him. He leaves. He comes back from injury. He's still criticized. He has a great year after 2020 in the bubble. He still. No matter what he do, people gonna find him. So he can't worry about that. It's the fact of the matter is with him is that all I'm saying is without Kawhi Leonard on the court, we're not winning no championship.
Oh yeah.
And that's just the fact of the matter. So I mean, like I said with JM and the realist and all y'all make good points. I don't think PG's worried about but he is about looking at like. And to be honest with you, I've been more available than Kawhi. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean the realist. You was mad when you heard that shit last year. Kawhi was out. So you say you went to the gym or something? Like you just
I was at the gym, man. I couldn't even finish. It just threw it.
Yeah, so it's like shit. You don't think these players have them days? Like you don't think these dudes looking at like fuck, man? Like how many times we gotta keep going? Like we just looking from the outside in. Like, but how do you think these players are feeling? And they know Kawhi wants to play.
Right.
I understand it from that standpoint, VJ. Right. I understand that Paul George been having a lot on his shoulders. He been having to wear the cape, but you used to doing that. You came from a franchise when you was in Indiana, where you was the franchise player. You feel what I'm saying? Even though this is what you chose, this is the life you chose. You wanted to play with Kawhi. Kawhi wanted to play with you, but you know what I'm saying? It's been unfortunate. Like,
I don't think he signed up for this though, Monty.
He didn't sign up for this.
Right, he didn't sign up for this.
I know that.
Right.
I know. I'm not saying that
And Monty, I'm not gonna lie, Monty. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie, Monty. I really thought this was you and Thomas came in here a lot, and and he was him and BJ was pushing the whole, you can't be injured every year. This is gonna be our year. And sometimes you can convince a motherfucker to believe into some shit. And I'm thinking like, man, we gonna finally get our, what we've been waiting for. And just
we basically was though. I mean, if you don't get the information,
I'm just saying we just thinking
that's just fucking bad timing.
We just think because I ain't gonna lie to you, I just thought they were just wrestling Kawhi. I didn't think very good. I didn't think it was no injury. But then as it's getting closer, I'm just thinking, okay, what the fuck is going on? So, and like I say, Kawhi, my favorite player, and I hate to say, oh, he let me down, because it's like, how can he control that? You know what I mean? But it's like, damn, man, I'm disappointed. And like you say, seeing them put the cameras on him all last night, man, it's like, here we go, man. So, like you said,
that's that LeBron media bullshit. What that is? So why would you make fun of a man who has a degenerative knee? Do y'all understand the degenerative knee ruined Greg Oden? It ruined Anthony Hardaway. It ruined Brandon Roy. Like these people ruins people's lives and their careers, man. Like this ain't a funny laughing stock like these. That's why I get so mad at the motherfuckers when they come in. That's why BJ kicks a lot of motherfuckers out. But this shit ain't a funny situation. This ain't shit to be making fun of nobody. Like, imagine if y'all had to go home, the realest, JM, Monty, BJ. Imagine you had to go home and tell your wife, I lost my job. Why, honey? What do you mean you lost it? Because my knee is so bad, baby. They don't want me to play no more. So that $200 million contract that I signed that we thought we was about to get, baby, Go ahead and start selling the house and the Ferraris and all that, because all this shit is going out the door now. I ain't got this money no more. This contract, they don't want to sign me. They told me they're going to sign me. I can't play. Now, so to come in here and make fun of Kawhi, but DJ Deni is the worst shit on earth. It's the worst shit ever. Like I said, it ruins anybody else's career. The last person it did it to was fucking Greg Oden or Brandon Roy, whichever one it was last. These guys are supposed to be stars.
But Thomas, what do we do though, man? Talking about what do we? How do you? Because like I say, I'm at the point we can't play Kawhi all these games. Now, do you structure
that ain't it though. That ain't it though, the realest.
What is it?
Y'all did okay, so let me explain. Y'all just made fun of, not y'all, I'm gonna say the haters, okay? They just made fun of the man for not playing. Y'all said okay, let's say Clipper fans too, because a lot of Clipper fans did it. Well, I want to see him play more games. Jay, hold on. Everybody ain't talking to you all the time. Go ahead. Don't take it so personal. Don't take it so personal, Jay. So listen. Clipper fans said he need to play more games. Okay. He played more games, he still got hurt. Everybody now, motherfuckers saying, well, that's y'all's fault again, because if you hadn't played so many games, he wouldn't have got hurt. Bullshit. He played a lot of games, he got hurt. He low managed to get hurt. Paul George told you low managing don't work. Every other player in the country told you low managing don't work. They're going to get hurt either way. If you're going to get hurt, you're going to get hurt. So he has no control over. But here's the ticket, though. And this is what me and BJ had this conversation. Me and BJ been having this conversation for 2 weeks now. Let's play the realest GM, Thomas GM, Monty GM, JM GM. Now, before y'all interrupt me, let me give you the scenarios of how we gonna play this out. Okay, if we win this series, it's a chance he comes back. If we lose this series, we going into the offseason. Here's the key: the Clippers have already gave Paul George a contract, like BJ told y'all. Paul George denied it. They offered his contract. They didn't make him wait. No, they did not. They offered it. He said they offered it. He said we negotiate. He said that. Not y'all. He matters. Y'all's opinion don't matter. He matters. He said that. He said they already tried to give him a contract, right? Okay. So here's the thing. Let's play GM now. Let's play GM. Me and BJ have been doing this for 2 weeks. You got to get younger in certain spots. Right? So you already paid Kawhi a couple months ago. We already passed that. You can't redo it. It's over. We stuck. That's plan A. Plan A is done, right? Okay. So that's $150 million. It ain't going nowhere. We're stuck, right? Now we're into plan B. Plan B is Kawhi can't be put on the lockdown defender position any longer. So plan B has to be Terrence Mann getting the contract before Paul George and Harden. Now, when Terrence Mann gets his contract, because he's got to handle all the bulk of the defense. Well, I'm sure we all can agree on that. So now you got Kawhi, now you got T-Man. Because Kawhi's knee ain't going to allow Kawhi to be the primary defender. So you got your primary defender, you got your star player. All right, those two are out the way. Now it becomes dilemmas where it says, okay, GM, the realest, GM, JM, GM, Monty have to make phone calls around the league. And they're going to call Thomas and BJ and see what they can work up with their rosters. Okay? Now, you got Harden and Paul George. Two high-money players, right? We have to get younger somewhere. The first way we have to get younger is taking responsibility off Kawhi, a.k.a. T-Man. So we got A and we got B. Now we on C, D, E, F, G, right? Where does Harden and Paul George fall in at? They've already offered Paul George the contract. We know that for sure. We don't know if Harden has a contract. We don't know that for sure. So Paul George is in the C slot. Harden is in the D slot at this point, right? So now Paul George said, no, I'm bucking. Now GM Dorillis, GM JM, GM Monty have to draw back and take a punt. We punt the ball to the other end of the field, and we're going to make all these other play calls now. Now we have to say, okay, we got to get younger. Paul George don't really want to negotiate. We might want to think about dealing with Harden and see, can we go out and get and I know he's already got a contract, so don't be so fucking technical on me, but let's see if we can go out and get a DeJounte Murray or Alonzo Ball or Stephen Curry wants to get out and go to State's tired of losing. or Trae Young wants to get out of Atlanta, or we get OG Anunoby, he's already signed, but that type of player, maybe Caruso wants to get out of Chicago, and we play Harden as the offense, Kawhi as the offense star and defense, T-Man as the defense. Paul George don't want to take the money. Okay, so now we got A, B, and we had to skip C because C wanted to argue. So now you got to remember, this is a business. This is not make Thomas and the realist and JM happy. This is a business. The business is Lawrence Frank, the president, has to make a business decision. Therefore, he calls Paul George and says, we'll get back to you. Paul George says, well, fuck that. Like BJ was telling y'all, I did this and this and this. Okay, I'll see y'all free agents. So now you take that and you can't do nothing with it. So now you put it on the sideline. Right? Now you are back over here. So like I said, we got Kawhi, we got T-Man, and we're dealing with Harden because Paul George took he took the opposite route. So now, okay, Powell's on contract 1 more year. I don't know Coffey's deal. Zubac's under contract. Westbrook's under contract 1 more year. So now the GMs are calling around. Keep in mind, GM Dorillis, Monty, GM JM, we can't tamper. We still in the playoffs. We can't do no tampering. So a lot of this conversation hit pause mode. It can't go nowhere because they can't talk to people because we're in the playoffs. We're still in the regular season. So all the what if, we don't know that. But what we do know though, GM Dorillis, GM JM, what we do know, we got to get younger because Paul George is getting 1 year older next year this time. Harden's getting 1 year older next year this time. Kawhi's knees giving us hell. We got to get younger and get some offensive firepower over here because we don't know what Kawhi's going to do. So now you got to start looking. Okay, Harden's old. Do we want to give Harden a long contract? We already got Westbrook to fall back on if we have to. I think we need to go over here and try to get a Trae Young or DeJounte Murray or Donovan Mitchell if he ain't happy. We got to go get somebody else that's younger. We can't keep signing I understand the Hall of Famers, they old. We can't keep signing 4 Hall of Famers to long contracts because this is a business. We're going into the Intuit Dome. We have to have people who want to come to the game. So therefore, we have to have younger athletic people, a.k.a. Kai Jones is cool. But the head coach has got us in a predicament. You know why? Because the head coach has a a G League championship roster that he can't develop nobody because it ain't in his skill bag. It ain't in his bag of tricks. He's not good at developing youth. So now we got to go over here to Kawhi and have a conversation. GM Dorillis, GM JM, GM Monty, how y'all? Kawhi, how y'all feel about this coach, man? Because I'm in a pickle here. Paul George wants this, I can't do it because I got to get younger. Because my ultimate job as the president of the Clippers is to keep the big dog happy. The big dog is Ballmer. He signs the checks. I got to put a winning product on the court more than just 2024. So now we can't talk to nobody. We're in this tampering. A lot of shit's on hold. That's why you ain't hearing nothing. They can't tamper, so they probably are talking to people behind closed doors, but they ain't gonna let it out. So come this off season, win, lose, or draw this first round, you're gonna start seeing the fucking snowball effect. And Lawrence Frank's ass might be on the hot seat his damn self because he's the one who kept allowing Ty Lue to do what he's doing. So you might see both of them bitches gone.
Okay, let me just interject this real quick. You made a lot of good points, but one, Lawrence Frank has been protecting the team the entire time. Lawrence Frank has been giving Ty Lue everything he wanted. We kept signing guards, never no big man. We kept signing veterans, right? Because Ty Lue only liked coaching veterans, right? But the point when you seen that the front office said you are gone is when we signed Kai Jones. I'm not making Kai Jones Superman. I'm not doing that. But the fact that all of a sudden we wouldn't have signed a young star to a multi-year, that's telling Ty, who only like coaching veteran players, like, yo, you up. We already made our decision to switch the whole game. I already said, and you owe me a gentleman bet because I told you that our rookies, our young team will be closing the game. I never said how. And guess what? You seen our rookies closing the game in the fucking playoffs. So you owe me a gentleman bet. I told you. I never said how it's going to happen.
They ain't closing the game. We was losing by 30,
No,
man.
no,
What are you talking about?
they is. Hey, guess what? Because when we losing, no, watch. Guess what? Guess what? When we losing like last night, guess who come in the game to close the game? The young stars.
That
I
ain't
said we got to
closing.
win.
That's called a
They
blowout.
in it for 3 minutes of the game. They closing the game.
Shut the hell up, JM. That ain't no damn closing.
That's all I
Cut it out.
said. I said, hey,
No,
I truthfully.
that's not what you was trying to say. But okay, that's not
I'm gonna leave
no,
it
that's
up.
not what you're trying to say.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
But here's the thing.
Kai Jones, anything, bro.
I'm gonna leave that alone.
He said anything. But Kai Jones. But listen, Kai Jones was because if we have to go that route that Kawhi can't play.
No, Kai Jones is the future.
And he's not no fucking star. He's not even close to a
No,
star.
that's the future. But what I was saying is,
That ain't no damn future. That dude could be a bust tomorrow.
It is. No, watch this. Now you just said yourself, Ty Lue likes playing veteran players. That's what he's known for. Right? You said that. He only plays veteran. He cut our bench down to 7 players, veterans. Didn't play Tice, didn't play nobody. He played all veterans, right? You said that's his whole style. He relies on the veterans. That's how he thinks he could win. Doc did the same thing when he was with the Celtics, right? You put 4 veteran players, you automatically think you could sit back and do absolutely nothing. That's what Ty thought. That's why everybody thought, and everybody coming at Ty.
Yeah, but JM, that's not what the rest is asking. But you making up your own. You're making up your own topics.
I only speak for 3 minutes.
JM, you're making up your own topics. That's not the realest topic.
Now you're gonna start the clock.
No, JM, that's not the topic. You gotta stay on topic, brother. You just making up your own fucking topics to talk.
I've been right since beginning of the All-Star game. After all, I've been absolutely right.
That ain't got nothing to do with fucking what the rest was talking about.
It does when this is my team and you a Hawks fan, and I've been watching this shit happen.
That ain't got nothing to do with nothing. That ain't got nothing to do with nothing about what the realest question was. The realest question was, where are we going? You're just making up shit to talk about. Nobody's even listening to you.
Hey.
One at a time, y'all. We got to talk one at a time. JM, finish your point. Sean, you can rebuttal. But y'all got to go one at a time. Y'all got to have some organization here. Take y'all off of mute.
Hey, thank you, Pull Up. That's all I've been saying. I don't even talk long, man. Yo, Shine, I've actually said this. If he ever replayed the tape, everything that's happening now, I seen that after the All-Star game. And I don't blame my players like you do, right? I say that our players is in a bad...
I blame the coach, fool. What are you talking about?
No, come on, man. You're going to start the clock all over again, right?
Wait,
so
can you stay on topic and tell the truth then?
It ain't me. Yeah, can I finish my dumb shit? Is that okay? Can I just finish?
No, because we're trying to have a conversation and you just making up your own conversation.
I can't even talk. See, that's why I gotta jump in. You won't even let me talk. This not a battle between me and you. I'm giving my opinion, not against your opinion. You ain't got to go to war over opinions. I'm not even gonna go there. I've actually said everything's happening now, and I don't want to be right, but I'm realistic and I'm simple. We have problems with our team. Right? I don't blame my players. If we had a better coach, they'd be in a better position. I don't want PG to leave. I don't want Harden to leave. I'm not blaming Russ. I'm not blaming nobody. Our system is just not designed to handle them. Our coach is not designed to handle the personality. You asked me earlier, what coach do I want to have? I would want to have Phil Jackson because he's the only one who pulled this shit off, right? I ask you, the next in line, anybody from Miami. Because Bostra has clearly proved he could work with rookies, and he took them to the Western Conference. He took them to the finals. Miami is known for developing their stars. Every other team developing stars. I do not think we got a personnel problem. I do not think Dallas is a better team with us. I just think we have a coach who is stuck in the 90s, who think you could run a star into the ground, who haven't realized yet it will never freaking work. Never. You can name any star, any point guard, to Derrick Rose, to motherfucker Stoudemire. I mean, not even, whatever the next point guard was. You could go through history. You cannot win like that. I don't hate that. I don't hate Harden. I don't hate PG. I just think if there was in a better structure, if you put swap out, instead of swapping out the players, swap out Ty Lue for Malone. Swap out Ty Lue for Spoelstra. Swap out any coach who uses their young stars. We have a deep bench. That shit was over with when Ty Lue said, I'm going to cut the roster down to 7. I knew we had a problem. He's been doing the same shit for 5 years, right? It's not his fault. I'm not even going to blame him. He think that shit worked. He won with LeBron, like you said. But everybody who know basketball know it was Kyrie and LeBron taking that shit over. Doc Rivers, everybody think he a great coach. But if you know basketball, you know that Doc Rivers had 4 of the best players in the fucking league. He had no choice but to win. All right? So there are coaches who think that you rely on one player. And you've been saying that shit all season. Kawhi, Kawhi, Kawhi. And I've been saying it every time you said it. That is bad. You don't want no team to think that one player is the man because it fucks up the morale. Right? Now you see it. Now you got one man who was signed. Everybody listening to people like you, Kawhi the man. So they like, you know what? I got to get paid. And you think that shit ain't real life, then you don't live in real life. And that's our problem. We could have the same roster next year with a different coach, and we will win. Period. I don't knock our roster. We got the deepest bench in the ring. I stand by that. But we are misguided.
You're not gonna win a fucking thing without Kawhi. That's point blank period. Make a fuck who the
No,
coach
see,
is.
you small-minded thinking. There you go. You think just like time.
That's common sense.
You know it
That's
ain't
common
time.
sense.
No, it's not. You
They
think
ain't
just like
winning no
time.
fucking
No,
championship without
you think
Kawhi.
just
Nobody
like
thinks
time.
that.
You think just like Ty Lue, right? So if our front office thought like you, they would not spend millions on bringing Harden there. You know how much Harden is earned? Do you know how much Harden is owed this summer? $50 fucking million. Do you think
No,
he
he
can?
ain't. He's a fucking free agent, dummy.
No, you are not a
He's
coach,
not owed
and you
nothing.
will not
He's
win.
not owed
You
nothing.
won't win
He's not owed
anything.
nothing.
You
You're
will
just
be
talking in
just
circles. You
you
don't know what
will
you're
be
talking about.
just you will be just like a
He's
coach
not
who thinks
owed
we can
nothing.
win with one star. That's what you
He's
is,
not
and we
owed
won't
nothing,
win
dummy.
nothing.
He's a free
He
agent.
is on. Yeah, fam. He came
He's
from
a free
Philadelphia.
agent.
He still
He's a
owed
free
36
agent.
million.
No,
He
he's
still
not.
owes.
He's a free
Hey,
agent.
listen. This how much
No,
you
he's
don't know
not.
about basketball. He's owed 36 million from
He's already
Philadelphia.
paid from Philadelphia.
He
He's
signed
already
into his
paid.
option. He's not already paid. He signed into his option.
He's
$36
already
million.
paid. Yes, he's
Yeah,
already paid.
you clearly do not know basketball.
He is a free agent. He is a free agent.
He's a free agent who is owed 36 million fucking dollars.
He's already paid. He's a
He
free
was not
agent.
paid nothing. He ain't been paid yet, fam. He ain't been
Yes,
paid.
he has. Yes, he
Yeah, what do you
has.
think? Damn, he signed into his
He
option.
He is a
signed
free
in.
agent, fool. He is a free
Yes,
agent.
he's a free agent who signed into his $51 million
He's already
contract.
paid.
And then,
He's already paid.
you don't know what the hell you're talking about. You don't
He's
know.
already paid.
Hold on, man. Y'all change the subject, man. Change the subject. If y'all get back to what let's get back to Clipper talk or whatever that's going on. How are we gonna win tomorrow? If we're gonna lose tomorrow, what y'all think about tomorrow? How y'all feel about tomorrow? Like, all this other shit, we wasting, going in circles.
Exactly. We got to play defense, or we ain't winning shit. So that's first and foremost. All the other shit don't matter. We don't play defense if we lose.
Hey, no, I don't even think it's a defense. I actually think Ty got a good plan, believe it or not. But his whole plan is relying on our shots falling. I don't think Ty got a bad plan, but his plan is based on if we get a shot every single night. Right? The only way our ISO work is if our shots fall. If our shots don't fall, we can't go into ISO. There is no plan B. So yes, we could win on any other night that shots start falling. When the problem is when the shots not falling, how do we manage that? That's our problem. It's the shots.
Exactly. You got to play defense. That's the problem. We don't play defense. We go home. Make it shots or not.
We average 125 points a game, right? That's our average. 102. That means
we average
the entire play. No, yes, because you know why? Our shots not falling. We can't use ISO. No defense can stop us, but it's ironic. It's a double lining. If our shots are falling, we have so many people could average a double, whatever, 20 points. We got everybody on our bench. However, that goes by the law of average, right? That's some shit like some zodiac shit. Like, okay, what happens when we don't hit the shots? That's the problem. That's our only issue. Our whole game plan is if the stars is aligned. If everybody, the games we won, PG was on fire, right? The games we lose, ain't nobody hitting. That's how we lose. Our whole premise is we have no plan B. If our shots don't drop, it's a wrap. Other teams,
I got a plan B. Ty Lue don't have a plan B. I got one though. But go ahead, Monty. Say what you got to say. We can get off here.
Is that it for y'all, man? Y'all ready to go ahead?
Yeah, that's it for me. Yeah, I'm about to grab some food and shit. All right, fellas.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, y'all.
All right, peace, everybody.
All right, peace, love.
I've been all around the world, Japan to Amsterdam. Meals nutritious, lifestyle was vicious, yeah. While these out here tried to hate mine, yet I still stood tall on the main line. Two-step, throwing up their gang sign. Rolling around the city, big chain, but he ain't signed. Y'all fake tough, little puffs to my canines. Don't forget cracking at them hit boy parties. Probably got your girl naked at them hit boy parties. Big chains, big flexing at them hit boy parties. Nobody trip, cause they knew I had that big boy on me. Yeah, gang of fast living, addicted to cash get disrespected to getting the ass whipped. Don't call yourself a baller unless your whole clan get. Plan you got you ain't working, then you need to plan different.
This on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything.
Yeah, no need for the locks out. Baby got her box out. Just dropped her man, now she looking for that knockout. He did her wrong, then he tried to shame, baby. She was trying to bounce back, so don't blame, baby. Cause it kick her up, one time fuck her up. A true big homie, I don't hear his name enough. Went through the real movie while y'all snowed on the bluff. Gotta give it up, big homie did his stuff. Now it's all about the bag play. Been around more smoke than an ashtray. Right cheek, left cheek, let her ass shake. On God, I'm 100 to my last day. West side, east side, yeah, I'm both for that. No talking, take off, bro, I'm known for that. 50 M's on the scales, yeah, I'm close to that. Yeah, you on the same mission, yeah, I'm hoping that. Make the money overlap.
West side over everything. Yeah, this on west side over everything. Hey, hey. It's on West Side over everything. Yeah, it's on West Side over everything. Throw it up, 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 throw it up. Yeah, that's a lot. Hey, homies. Yeah, 3 2 3s, 2 1 3s, 3 1 0s, 4 2 4s. Hey, 8 1 8. Yeah, what we missing? 5 6 toes I see. Hey, yeah. Give it up. Hey, give it up. Hey, give it up. Battle Cat. Holla. That nigga Dom Kennedy. Yeah. Gotta love that. Yeah. Corrupt. We love you too.